gentlemen are right here, venturing within Omu. That is about 2.5 miles south to east or south to north, 1.5 miles east to west. Snout of Omgar, by your best calculation, is 2 pen lengths away. 1 hex is 10 miles. So that's 40 miles away, or 400 miles away.
Is that there and back, or is that one way?
Or, that's 40 hexes. I'm saying, yeah, no, that's 400 hexes one way.
Wait, Baku, do we actually make a decision on what we're doing then?
I'm sorry, you said, did we make a decision yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Also want y'all to keep in mind that this discussion, everything that's been happening this week, has been happening around your campfire during that 8-hour-long rest that y'all took right before you came right back in. I assume that you talked strategy or other type of possible scenarios that might happen when you're adventuring during those long rests, and I want to give us this week opportunity to discuss all the possible things that could be running through your mind in this dungeon, because there are innumerable amounts of enemies and NPCs you might have faced. Now that you have this one, I gave you all a bit of above-the-table knowledge, so I want y'all to remember that as you're playing your characters and play what info y'all do have. But besides that, decide whatever y'all like to during the long rest, and I will give y'all a reminder about our new adventure that is showing up on a rowboat with a little Chilton slave holding a bucket full of rocks.
And I would be joining as well, I'm assuming, given that this is going to be a different character, not the Virgil.
Did you want any pizza?
Oh, no, I'm good, thank you.
Pizza time, Albert.
Oh, thank you.
So, whenever you're ready. So yeah, I asked everyone else in the group what they wanted to do. And like I said, if we do go to Snout of Omgar, we're going to run out of time. However, it's, we really have two choices. We risk going into Snout of Omgar, or not Snout of Omgar. We risk going into the tomb at a lower level than we probably should be, which means we risk dying. Or we can go to Snout of Omgar and gain some experience, maybe a couple of magic items, maybe some other gold stuff, whatever.
But did anyone actually make a decision on that?
You can't meet yet. You haven't met them during this
Zach,
period.
Z-Rock,
none of this is
myself,
gotcha.
and Squigs voted for going to Snout of Omgar.
Okay. Because if we're not going to fight the big baddie right now, I'm much more inclined to take in a level 1.
Oh, that's mega meta knowledge.
That is mega meta knowledge.
That's mega meta knowledge.
What was I getting at?
Taking a level 1, remaking it.
Depending on what character, what they decide to go in.
Who are you bringing?
Well, my choice is basically bring my bard or bring in a level 1 Tempest cleric.
That's right.
Well, go ahead and text about that while you're making your decisions. Yeah. Would y'all mind typing stats into the chat window? For all our adventurers, I'll need armor class, hit points, passive perception, level, class, race, and background. Gonna announce off little bits and pieces, and then we'll do a little roundtable as you're going on, and then y'all can kind of weigh in about this discussion now that we're having everyone tune in.
You got an index card?
Mm-hmm. And while y'all are all typing that up, Jake, would you mind giving us an introduction of Rowak, the man and the Chilton rowing in on a boat during the start of this battle?
Rowak is the typical level 7 fighter Goliath. He likes long walks on the beach, slaying after midnight, and, of course, slave boys.
Oh, God! That sounded horrible.
Yeah, it does. But the real reality is he's not really that much of a slave. He was a slave before I met him.
About 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
I met him 2 hours ago.
Yeah, prospectively about 2 hours ago. And now he worships me as his Lord and Savior from this radical regime that he was in. It's a real turn of events. I'm a folk hero, so it's all in a day's work. He's not smart. He's not charismatic, and if you try to crack a joke, he probably won't get it. But if you tell him to hit, he will hit. And if you tell him to kill, guess what he'll do? That's about Rohawk.
Kill?
Yeah.
Oh, ranch. Avocado ranch.
Dude.
Do that.
Avocado ranch is the stuff.
Yeah. So, Jack, will we actually have your voice tonight, or do we need to just read off what you're typing?
Can you hear me so far?
Yes, can hear you so far.
All right, so I guess we can use voice until my internet decides to not work.
Okay, can't really hear your voice.
That's exciting already.
I don't know what this is.
Second one down. Yeah, still don't have you, man. Crap.
Well, I guess we're typing things in.
So we're going to assume that Jack has a little bit of mad monkey madness from a local mosquito that has caused him to go silent for a little bit. Still able to cast all verbal spells while he is a cleric in his healing power. Jake, would you mind keeping track of what Jason types in while we're going through the adventure? Make sure I don't miss anything.
I guess we're typing things out. Haha.
Well, besides that, we also have Rylu that is typed his text in. Would you mind giving us an introduction, Rylu, and a reminder of what happened from your perspective as we're jumping back into battle? And I'll put your little mini down back where you were.
I am a level 5 warlock. My name is Rylu Balog. I am a fling charlatan. My AC is 14, HP is 38, and passive perception is 11. From the last thing that I remember, we had decided to go up top to make our long camp and hopefully get back some health when a fireball.
I'd say type in. It's cutting in and out.
Yeah.
He counterspelled my counterspell. And
okay, you can counterspell.
Yeah. And then as soon as the counterspell happened, I cast darkness, placed a hex upon him, and everything went fuzzy for a little bit.
Were you in flame form at that point?
Say one more time.
Were you in flame form at that point?
I was not in flame form.
Okay. Good to know. We have Riley right here, Sphere of Darkness, approximate location of where you cast it under Rosna Sea.
Roughly 60 feet away from him, if not a little bit closer.
Right. I'll get you right out of range.
Due
Step
to,
up.
Counterspell and everything.
Zarok, would you mind introducing yourself as you are face up, lying in the water with the water walk still cast upon you?
Yes, almost done typing this out. Othering. Boom. Zrock, Barbarian, level 3, bleeding out.
Variant Outland, AC 13, HP 0 out of 35, and bleeding out. Toasting out.
Okay.
Repeat in.
So everyone keep in mind, Zarok will start taking death saving throws at the start of his turn.
Can I see this when I'm rowing in?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so roll
Because
up.
all of them are like Jesus on the water right now.
So
all of them are walking. You're having a hard time in this boat.
So he's bleeding out, literally just. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Xerox is
Toasting,
not...
that was a fireball, so I'm more charred and just lying there in the water on the surface of it.
Were you in the water whenever that happened, or were you on the bank of the water, like right before the water?
PP 17.
Okay.
I don't recall.
So we have Gerald the lizard folk. Got Jack the dwarf. We have. No, the bear's going to be Zarok. The werebear with the hammer, face down Zarok. We have a pile of bodies over here. And Brad, did you ever decide who you were bringing in?
Sure.
And I will be bringing my bard. And I typed in the info in chat.
Okay, thank you. And since I don't have a bard many readily available, you're going to be the round monodrome.
Good trade-off.
Jax, Rock, Jaral, Rylu, and Baku. Miniature.
What?
We need your miniature. What's your representation?
Do you want me to go get them?
You can bring them if you want them. Otherwise, we'll use this for where Baku is currently standing.
We'll use that. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Okay. So with this happening, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative as we are resuming the events that unfolded with Rosna C, Darkness. Oh!
22.
Because there's no need to lie in the battle.
I got my very first 20 right now, so that's how it's going to start. All my other rolls will be nearly worse than that.
It's the grand advantage for me because it's an ability check. I'll take that.
I'll just sign about my name again.
Okay.
I got this whole little corner spelled out. Same guy too. You can tell when he does damage. All right, here we go.
All right, so an initiative. No, it's not a reroll. It's not a reroll. It gets to give me advantage. So I just use Nasarak's gift to roll this initiative with advantage to try and give Rosnasi a little more advantage in his lair. He still ended up not going first, so we're going to have Rylu leading with a 21. After Rylu, we have what was yours after modifiers, Jake?
Mine after modifiers was a 22.
Oh, 22. So you will be going before Rylu. Holy crap. So we have Roak, Rylu, Baku will be going near the end.
Yes.
Oh, dear Lord.
8 for me.
Then we have Oswin.
Wait, nope. Sorry. 6 for me.
I hot and sensual 9 for intelligence. Hey, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
Okay. Oh, God.
The other downfall to me losing my shield. My initiative drop.
Oswin.
It was that +2 initiative shield.
Oh, that's cool.
I traded it for the spell guard shield.
I traded a Mace of Smiting and a Rope of Entanglement for a +2 weapon that I got for Adamantine, and a +1 plate armor.
Oh, I also forgot.
That's
Jaral, how could you let me forget? Your tentacle monsters.
The octopuses.
Oh, also, I have Kozal's gift, so my fists are magical weapons. Just throwing that out there, too.
Oh, I'm just going to casually drop that on in there.
Yeah. Another little good thing from...
Do we have an extra person in our chat?
Yeah, I was going to say, who's...
I believe it's a viewer, right? Someone
Yeah, I
said
was
they had
trying
one
to get
watching.
the link for the live viewing, but I couldn't find it.
Did anyone share this stream?
You need initiative.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was trying to get the other setup for it. She might have jumped in by accident.
Yeah.
I didn't notice until just now.
Yeah, don't post the link that's in the group. That's for people to join into this. If you want to see the stream, it is on YouTube.
I sent the wrong thing. I was trying to link for yours, for your YouTube form, but it sent the previous known link. So my apologies.
All good. So, Roak, what would you like to do as you're approaching this party of adventurers walking on water? You're having a hard time rowing in this boat. It's a little rickety. It's quite damaged from an apparent attack on a hydra that was lying dead at the entrance of this large cave that you came into. As you're rowing with your slave boy that you just acquired from the Chilton slaves that have been enslaved by the Yuan-Ti residing within, you see a sphere of darkness and 2 octopus barely able to get their tentacles in the reaches of it, as they have seemed to have just been summoned. You see this party lies next to a heap of dead Yuan-Ti, a apparent doorway or passageway, to block an escape or to keep people from coming this way. What would you like to do for your turn?
I would like to row closer. Now, how lit is the area?
Right now, does anyone have any sources of light? I believe that is negative. There's no light in the cavern.
Okay, so then I can't see anything.
Great.
To be completely honest with you, I'm rolling in the darkness right now, so I'm going to go ahead and have a lit torch that my little Chultan slave boy is going to be holding, while I cautiously roll a little bit closer and make a perception check.
Give me a survival check since you are rowing. Are you a sailor?
Oh, I'm not a sailor, but I am proficient in survival checks.
Okay, good. People always surprise me with that swashbuckler shit.
That is going to be a... Oh, I'm glad I'm proficient in it. 15.
All right, a 15. Anyone with a passive perception of 12 or higher is going to start to hear paddling coming from behind you as you see a small rickety canoe coming forward with a massive Goliath sitting within it and a small Chultan boy. Right now, he seems to be about 25 feet from behind you. Rylu, what would you like to do for your turn as you have just cast darkness on Rosna Sea?
I would like to cast Frostbite upon him. And that is range 60 feet, and he has to make a Constitution saving throw, 15 or higher.
One second, I need the good dice for this.
Oh, man. That's how you know it's going to be a good day.
That's serious, huh?
Oh, yeah, no. When it comes to boss battles, serious. If I have to burn through all 7 advantage points on saving throws, I'll fucking do it.
So, I have a question.
Oh, and you give out 2 points of inspiration. Question. Ask away.
Does the inspiration from the last game carry over or no?
If you took it as experience, it does not carry over. If you did not take it as experience, then yes, it does.
Okay. I will, that was just my question for it. Then
okay,
I would
and
still have
inspiration are going to go to Oswin and Jill Rawl, randomly allotted from the 2 Acerax gifts I just used. He passed on the saving throw with a 19 on the die.
All right. Then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff.
Okay,
and
I will be a concentration check from casting another spell while you're holding up darkness. Action cast, correct?
Yeah, so it's a once per day action cast for the darkness.
Shillelagh is a bonus action, and it's also not concentration.
Well, no, not Shillelagh. I'm talking about for the attack that did damage. The frostbite.
Okay.
For the darkness one that I have, that one's just an action. As for Hex, it's a bonus. It doesn't say that's a...
Okay, no, frostbite. And anytime that you're holding up
frostbite, okay.
Yeah, the frostbite. Anytime you're holding up concentration on a spell, anytime you take damage, anytime you cast another spell, I believe level 1 or higher cantrip.
Oh, that's a cantrip though, right?
Yeah,
frostbite
is a cantrip.
Then you're good. I'm good right now. Still on the pizza.
I misunderstood. My apologies.
No, it's all good. So, what else, Rylu?
I will maintain my 60 feet-ish away from him, and that will be it.
All right. With that, you start to see little bursts of flame coming out from the edges of your sphere of darkness. It seems to be cracking. It's almost oddly reminiscent of a Death Star near the end of the movie, as it just crackles and dissipates away, and it bursts with magical light. And you see this ungodly abomination, this snake-like creature, clutching a tongue or a longsword, surrounded in flames. So I'm trying to pull up his picture right now as I got distracted in my words. As you see, this creature hiding stat block down in front of you in the hallway, in the center of where you had cast your darkness, Rylu. With that being dispelled, you can see that he is about knee-deep, if snakes had knees, in water. And he is going to move back in this direction into this hallway. As he does so, he casts a fireball on the 2 octopuses, so I need 2 dex saves.
A 15 and a 4.
4 is not going to pass, and neither is the 15.
Wait a minute. They're underwater.
Oh, that's right. They'll have advantage on the save. Is it advantage or is it half damage?
If they're underwater?
They are just under the surface of water. I'm sorry, that's not advantage. That's half damage because they're submerged. It's fireball, so it's still that sphere radius. No, I'll give them advantage because they're in water. What were the rolls?
I know.
Any better?
19 and an 18.
Yes, that will do it. So that'll have the damage on both of them. 10, 20, 31, 32 points, 15 on the successful save. As they feel that bombardment, you see some smoke shooting up, and your torch seems like just a small whiff of flame as you're brushed back with all the water surging from this immense amount of damage.
That's always
with that, Rosnasi is out of view as he has gone down this passageway. That takes us to Jack. What would you like to do, our little albino dwarf cleric? You see Jack cursing towards the heaven as he casts Spare the Dying on Zorak. You see the barbarian human.
I live!
Surge back with life. What else? Anything else? Okay, that's it. He's just holding his ground.
I'm in agony. Ah.
Oswin, the monodrone bard.
Yes. So my understanding is, did I just pop back into existence next to these guys, or
what was that?
Did I just pop into existence next to these guys?
You were hidden in a chest within the Yuan-Ti safe house right here. You were held prisoner, and they kept you Sweeney Todd style in one of the chests.
Gotcha. And I was released.
Oh, yeah. That makes you on this side of the pile of bodies.
Okay. So he just ducked around the corner, correct?
Yes, this is all around the corner. This is beached land for the first 5 feet, and then you get in about ankle, knee, and waist deep water. As you trek out further, you also don't have water walk cast on you right now. Keep that in mind.
That is correct. And so I currently do not have vision on the boss, correct?
Correct. You've just heard a fireball go off to the north, and you've seen these adventurers that basically broke you free from the Yuan-Ti, and they were able to say, Rosnasi, he's right up here. We're going to kill him. We not run away. And then they all rushed out of the room. You heard subsequent fireballs. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm going to stay towards the back of the group, and I am going to hold action to cast a Vicious Mockery if he pops back out within vision.
Okay. And as you see a comrade, what race is Virgil or is Osmond?
Half elf.
All right, you see a half elf step out into the water, quite tall as he starts stepping in a few squares in, backing up, preparing some divine spell. Rowalk, you're able to see another creature come out from the walls and join the thick of things. That takes us to Baku. What would you like to do?
Baku is going to...
Baku is right here. He was in full charge at the darkness.
Well, he hasn't heard anyone say anything, so he's going to continue charging. 5, 10, 15, 20. Shit.
They're
25,
underwater.
30.
They're underwater, so you
Okay.
don't have to worry about their squares.
Okay. I still can't see him when I'm this close.
Correct. Admires your tactics.
From a boat, the boat you hear, good show, lad! You hear this voice behind you.
Action movement. 5, 10. What do I see if I'm right there?
Does it speak a language that I know?
It's speaking common.
Oh,
hello.
As you round the corner, you were able to see the edges of one, the remains of 2 Yuan-Ti brood guards with teeth and gnashing, claws quite sharp and at the ready as they are holding their feet.
So as Baku rounds the corner, you see him like almost in the cartoons with his heels in the dirt, and he just keeps going forward a couple of feet, and he goes, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, and he's running backwards. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oopsies. That was 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then Baku is going to yell out, more Yuan-Ti! And that's the end of the story.
All right, Jill Rawl.
kind of speaks.
Okay. So the octopuses, which have resistance for having been underwater, didn't take a whole lot of fire damage. They're going to move in and sort of block that little ramp coming out of wherever Raznasi went.
Okay. It's a 10-foot passageway, so do you want them to just stand side by side, blocking a 5-foot square piece?
Yeah.
Tentacles all flaring.
And they have a 15-foot reach. So
Yeah.
They're going to lash out at the first pair of brood guards they see.
Okay.
With a 16 and a 19 to hit.
Both will hit and are instantly restrained.
Yep, and grappled.
Yeah.
And the first one takes 12 damage. The second one takes another 12 damage.
All right. As you just hear tentacles latching onto these creatures.
Okay. And for Joral's turn, bonus action, wild shape into, you ready for this?
I am.
A Pachyrhinosaurus.
Please send a
the same stats as a giant elk.
Send picture, please.
Send picture.
Is it
What
a
size are
Pachyrhinosaurus or is it a Pachycephalosaurus?
Pachyrhinosaurus.
All right, so we're going. Nope. Hello?
It's all right. So
You know what you're gonna be? You're gonna be like Aina de la Muerto.
all right. So as I'm teaching, before I lose my ability to speak, I shout to the others.
Yeah, can't talk.
All right, get ready to grab on.
Well,
And with my speed of 60.
And with that cry, Zarok, what would you like to do as you hear Jaral's words echoing in your ears, and you have just been awakened to the sounds of the fireball?
Wait, I can do something? Like, I have health or something?
Oh shit, was Spare the Dying just stabilize you? Ah shit. Sorry.
Yeah. Spare the Dying just stabilize us. No more death save throws.
Please roll me a D4, Zarok. Sorry to get you excited.
Oh, unconsciousness.
Cock tease.
Roak, what would you like to do?
So
And that's a 4.
So for 4 hours, you will be snoozing on the water.
Get him up.
You start to hear some snoring, Roak, as you round their bends.
where is the snoring?
You have just seen a druid or some lizard folk transform into a massive dinosaur. You have seen 2 octopus go bar the end. You have seen a turtle go running around the bend and skirt back, saying, nope, 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 nope. What would you like to do? Well,
I didn't get to move. Can you move me up to Baku, please?
oh, yes.
Who
Thank
is the one who's just gone unconscious in the water?
Zarok. It is a human barbarian, I believe, level 3.
And he is the barbarian here?
Yes.
He's the one that's on right there.
Yes.
All right. So that is within my rolling distance. I'm going to row up to him here.
Survival check.
Survival check.
1, you hit him in the head with an oar.
Here we go.
And you do a masterful job rowing right up. Your stroke, as your little Chultan Indian boy just rows the Goliath along as you roll up to the body of this human.
All right. I kind of nudge him in the head with an oar to see if he still breathes, and then I put a health potion in his mouth. That was my movement.
You know what? I'll use your Chultan boy using his action to get over there, and your free action to command him to do that. You can use your action to put a potion in his mouth.
All right, let's do it.
Zarok, 2d4 plus 2.
I got 2 more of those.
As some wayward Goliath has come on a small canoe and shoved a health potion in your mouth.
I saw flames and I was excited.
Riley, what would you like to do?
Silence is consent. Wait, what?
So I understand that for the end of the last game, the end, all health potions, everything else goes back to Baku.
Correct.
For the game, because we never had it to where it was an end of the game.
If you kept track of them, I'll allow you to continue using them. I'll go on trust. If you kept track of them, you wouldn't lie about it. Because we are still near the same combat. Hey, calm down, Lady Levy.
I have yet to use any of the ones that he had given. I remember that he gave everyone 5 at the very beginning of the last game. I will use my action to use one of those potions.
Okay. 2d4 plus 2 as Rylu starts chug-a-lug-lugging.
What the hell is it? Oh, here.
That will be my turn.
Okay.
Need it up now.
You are going to see blasts of magic missile go into one of your octopus.
Oh, there are octopus.
The other 2 are going to move forward in their restrained state to start trying to make attacks at
They
disadvantage.
can't move if they're restrained. Their speed drops to 0.
That is true. Now, since the tentacles are around them for a constant restraint, I'd say they'd still be able to attack the tentacles in place, wouldn't you?
Oh, yes, but they have disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, cool. I just want to make sure on the whole movement thing. So 1 wasn't restrained. He will move up. He'll be focusing on the same one that they are restrained, or that one of them is restrained by, and the same one that's getting the magic missiles. First disadvantage attack is double 5s, and I'm assuming that... God damn. Need to get my stuff in order. Sorry, guys.
11. The target is 11.
11, that will not make contact. As the disadvantage will swing down, both will horribly miss as they're just wrapped in tentacles. It's one of those really bad hentais. As the other moves forward, he is going to be able to make contact with his bite attack and do 3 points of piercing damage. And since I'm a moron and they get 3 attacks apiece, that was the first round of attacks. They try to do their bites. Now let's do their claws. The claws still not going to make contact on the first. The second will not. For the other set, we're still rolling low, but the 4th attack will make contact with the healed octopus, the one that isn't getting the magic missiles, Jaral. And he will be taking 7 points of slashing damage. The one taking the magic missile is going to take 3, 6, 10 points of force damage as you hear these bolts come shooting from around the corners. And you are also going to hear an odd spell getting cast from around the corner. Rylu, you're going to be able to recognize this magic as some sort of spell like Witch Bolt, as it goes careening towards one of the octopus, the one that was hit by the magic missile, that is going to make contact.
Am I able to see where, or have an idea of who's casting that spell?
From where you're standing, no. It just seems to cast on this, in this room, going towards the octopus. Right now, y'all's line of sight is up in this water toward that alcove. Did 9 points of damage to the octopus that was hit with the magic missile, Jilral. That was all of the Brood Guard's turn. Y'all are also going to start hearing a voice coming from behind you. Behind Rowalk, you hear a familiar voice. You hear artists crying out, "There are more coming! I've sealed the passageway! It's blocked with ice, but there were Yuan-Ti surrounding the entrance."
For Rylu's knowledge, does he happen to know the spell casting type that's going on?
He is the spellcaster. From the sound of it, he sounds like he. What do you mean?
Roz, do I know what his spellcasting type is?
No, right now, no. This is only about 12 seconds into combat with him.
Okay, gotcha.
With that, I'll give you a little representation of your brother back here. Chubby artist, as Roax begins to smell war. You smell iron. You smell thick mud. You smell the metal smelting as you're the closest. Zarok, these fumes will fill your lungs as you're clinging back to life with that health potion in your mouth.
My heart beats like a war drum.
And the last thing you hear from Artis is, "Should I freeze the water or build a wall?" As you see him adorn a nice red cap. It says, "Make Toril great again."
That's a really good idea. I think that's a really good. It's going to make a lot of people really happy. And I think it is the best idea of the best nation right now. I think we have it covered.
Jack, what would you like to do as all this has occurred?
Really good idea.
Do.
Trump style.
Who's within 30 feet of you? All of your comrades. 10, 20. Actually, all of your comrades are within 30 feet of you. New ones and all, just not artists or dragon bait. Oh, here. Move these down. Ooh. Oh, would you mind lighting round 2? So, he's going to cast Bless on Baku, Jilral, and Rylu. Make sure to add that Bless modifier to your ability score.
D4, baby.
As you see the cleric albino dwarf casting spells, shooting awry, trying to make sure his comrades have the ability to slay or defend themselves. Oswin, what would you like to do?
All right. So currently, no one is down. Correct.
Zarok is still prone, but he is alive. You've seen a friendly Goliath come along and shove a potion in his mouth.
Good. All right. Is it possible to get within view of the 2 Yuan-Ti the octopus are currently restraining?
Where you're currently standing, since you don't have water walk, no, you probably wouldn't be able to. Even swimming 15 feet this direction wouldn't give it to you, and that'd just be your movement. Then it'd take abilities, it would take athletics checks to get through the water.
All right. I would like. What is the most logical position from my character's point of view to be at to get a better view of combat?
To get a better view of combat, you'd have to move towards this end of the waterway or try to get into the canoe. Right now, that seems to be your best source of sturdy ground within the water. And you'd actually be able to get within the canoe just with your movement.
All right. I would like to get inside the canoe, please.
All right. Please give me a dex saving throw for you and for Oswin, Roak, and the slave boy.
All right.
So what was that roll?
2 and a 1, baby.
Oswin?
You have successfully claimed our raft.
I got an 18 on mine.
A 5?
18. 1-8.
18.
Oh, an 18. So as you step onto the boat, you grab it quite resiliently. That elf strength just seems to hurl it over as you get yourself into it. But it ejects the small Chilton boy and the Goliath from the ship. Well, canoe that you have to yourself now, as you've made it there.
Let's say that he fell down. I tried to pick him up. Got to the same. Oh no, not the same side. Ooh, that's bad for business.
Sorry about that.
And Oswin, you now seem quite dry inside of this canoe. Like, wow, that was easy. Look around, there's so spacious.
Wow, where does other guys go?
Oh, jeez.
Baku, what would you like to do?
Oh, also held action, vicious mockery, and the first enemy that I see.
Okay, will do.
So
you find an oar in the bottom of the boat.
You said the entrance is frozen?
Yes.
Okay, he froze it. Well,
hashtag ring a winner.
Trying to stop us from leaving.
He's here.
There's always other routes.
He is
here. Moving up 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm. These are still underwater? Yes?
No, they're above water right now, restraining 2 targets because this is Pebble Beach. All of this right here is pebbly area. This is where they started coming out of the water.
Okay. With my movement 5, 10, 15, am I able to get within this one to attack?
You are not able to because they're blocking the passageway. That's from both sides right now. You able to get view for a ranged attack or a spell, but you won't be able to for a melee. It's only a 10-foot wide passageway, and these 2 10-foot wide creatures are blocking it. Heat of the moment, 6 seconds. What do you go?
All right, going to use all 3 points in my Defender Longsword for AC, and then I'm going to take the dodge action. Hang tight right there.
All right, you see Baku prepare himself, just hype himself up like, ooh, got this, I got this. Did you see the octopus is holding tight? I guess octopi holding tight. Joral, what would you like to do and roll out attacks and damage for your octopus?
Might go on D for us for 5 minutes.
First one, sorry. 20 to hit, 5 damage. Second one, 12 to hit,
12 will not hit.
All right, then.
All right, so the octopus, the way you hear cries and hisses coming around, you actually feel the cavern around the entire party start filling with these echoes of snake hisses as it seems to be growing slowly louder.
Did you add the D4 modifier?
They did not receive the bless.
Gotcha.
It smells like things are about to start coming out of the rear, so...
All right, fuck it. The giant elk is going into, sorry. The Pachyrhinosaurus is going into backup. Before the Pachyrhinosaurus does that, the octopi are going to move back 20, as far back as they can, dragging their restrained Yuan-Ti with them. They have a swim speed of 50 feet, which is halved.
They're not swimming right now. They're on land and on Pebble Beach. How far is their normal speed?
In that case, that's only 10 feet.
They will move back 5 feet.
Okay.
Moving the restrained targets back with them. One of them knocking over one of his comrades as he goes over him.
Right next to me.
Oswin, your ready to action goes off as they get pulled into view.
All right. So Vicious Mockery, I need a wisdom saving throw. Spell save of 15.
Yeah, no, failed the shit out of that. I'll get that. Sorry, I'm already going to be making.
They take 5 points of psychic damage and disadvantage in their next attack.
Okay, that does not bode well for me. Crap.
They mocked you viciously.
Gerald, what else?
That's it.
Okay, you're just dancing to and fro like a dino with your octopuses doing all the work. Zarok, what would you like to do?
I'm going to move north about 20 feet and chug a health potion.
All right, you see the barbarian get up. Oh, there was nothing. Uncorks the potion.
Along like,
rides right up behind the dino and the heavily defended turtle. Anything else?
Nope.
Roak, 18 seconds into combat.
Roak briefly reflects on the sheer 18 seconds that have gone by where two giant octopi, and a Pachycephalorhinosaurus went ahead and just kind of did the electric boogaloo, carrying some people out, you know. And, oh yeah, some guy just kind of came up, hey, I'm going to get up here. Knocked us both off. All right. So, it sounds like people are going to start coming out of our rear, but what I don't know is if he's going to freeze the water, should we stay in the water or do we need to get out of it? Otherwise, it might be some kind of a...
In the 6 seconds, what are you going to do after you've been flicked out of your canoe with all of these thoughts compounding in your mind?
Free thought, I'm going to tell Pepe to use his movement to come over there and get on my back.
Okay.
And he does so.
I'll need an athletics check for him still swimming.
Athletics checks, all right. That is going to be a +0, so it'd be a 7.
7 will take his entire movement and action to get over to you.
All right. Then I'm going to use my movement to get on that boat.
Okay. Dex saving throw. Never mind. Oswin, as you see the Goliath trying to reach forward for the boat, completely miss, submerging himself and his hand going on top of the little Chilton boy, causing him to submerge as well.
I ready my action to throw a rock at any enemy that I see coming with me with intent to kill from the area behind us.
Okay, so underwater behind you, no one is coming.
I hold my action now.
There's a Bob eventually. Rylu.
For the two restrained victims at the moment, I will cast Eldritch Blast against both of them without moving them.
Okay.
Dilly. 10 plus 17 and 16. 22.
Both are going to hit.
The first one is 7 damage, and the second one is 5 damage.
All right, one of them seems to be quite winded as he's taking a fair bit of damage now as he's held within the octopus's tentacles.
And at that, I'm just going to simply check my surroundings, and that'll be my turn.
All right. With that, you're going to have the Yuan-Ti attacks on the octopus. We'll do 3 sets at disadvantage. First one, double 5 again. You're going to miss. Last one is going to hit for the northernmost octopus. Jill Rawl is going to take 6 points of slashing damage. The next one is going to get, or the southern one is going to get hit for 4 points, and then for 5 points of damage, as the disadvantaged ones are going to attack away. This other one is going to squeeze using half his movement to get within Baku's radius. You're dodging, right?
I am.
So disadvantage attacks again. Let's see if the tower can help. It does.
Fuck. 23.
He's still not going to be able to hit. With Baku's 23 AC, you see another Brood Guard come surrounding the corner, trying to make contact, but his defender holds strong. Where are my crits at? I need my double crit. 1 in 400 chance. None of them make contact. He just wildly tries to flail at you.
No harder than they.
You see this entire area begin to be shrouded in darkness.
Oh, man. God damn it.
Don't damn me. Rylu, darkness is 15-foot radius, right?
Yes, it is.
Thank you very much. Centered underneath the middlemost. Jill Rawl, you are just outside of this range as a sphere of darkness encompasses you. Just before this darkness begins to envelop, you see 3 more magic missile bolts go toward the northernmost octopus. But that is the last thing you were able to see for 5, 7, 10 points of damage, Jill, to the northern octopus, as that entire area becomes shrouded in darkness. And you just begin to hear screams and hisses and, well, octopus tentacles. Again, really weird hentai for 18 seconds in. You hear a voice cry out from behind you. Artists again. What do you want? They're coming. I see it. What is this? You killed a Hydra?
Yeah.
Jack, it's your turn. And Jack seems to be damning the gods that he prays to. Oh, hey, yeah, he's dead. Well, Jack, while you're typing it out, I'm going to go ahead and go to Oswin. Oswin, what would you like to do, you Barty self?
So, it's currently just pitch black and everything that I care about, right?
Yes. Baku is shrouded in darkness. 2 octopuses are shrouded in darkness. 3 Yuan-Ti Brood Guards are surrounded in darkness. Rylu is the only one able to see this.
I like to shout out in discontent. Man, what is this black gunk going over here? And then just hold my action to viciously mock any weakling that shows themselves. And by weakling, I mean enemies.
Okay, thank you. I was about to say, oh, well then. Next person goes down. Just getting you ready to action. Baku, what would you like to do?
Shield Bash, which is going to be at regular, right?
Disadvantage.
Is it disadvantage and then
you're
he
in
gets
darkness.
disadvantage?
Yeah, both of you get disadvantage.
So negates it out, right?
No, both of you just roll at disadvantage.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
It's contested.
Shield Bash.
I crit fail, don't worry about it. You
12,
knock the creature
11.
prone as you blindly throw your defender shield forward.
Okay. Can I walk on top of him and strike the other one?
Give me an intelligence saving throw to see whether or not you figured out that he fell over sitting forward, because you have no visual confirmation. You feel that you heard the
16.
sounds of him hitting the floor. You can move on top of him. You cannot end your turn there. If you end your turn there, you will
Sound
get
doesn't
spelled in the
transfer out
right
of magical
direction.
darkness.
Hmm?
Sound doesn't transfer out of magical darkness.
Well, I would have felt it hit the shield.
You
right?
felt him in the shield. You don't know whether he went backward or down.
You felt the impact.
Yeah. But with the intelligence saving throw, I'll give you that it was in enough downward direction that he did fall.
Okay.
Remember?
Stepping on top of, attacking him.
Straight roll. Because he's restrained. Yeah.
That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is not going to hit.
12 is not going to make contact.
Stepping back, attacking that one that's downed.
Okay.
Straight because I do have disadvantage in darkness, even though I have double advantage.
Double advantage in a thing. Oh,
15,
that
16?
will make contact as you swing into it, and you hear horrible hisses surrounding the cavern.
10 magical slashing.
Okay. That's the first time he's been hit. Anything else?
That is it.
All right, with that, Jill Rawl, what would you like to do? 18 seconds in as darkness nearly snubbed your nose.
Yeah, octopuses with a straight roll, because they still have advantage.
Oh, yeah.
That is an 18 and a 16 to hit.
Both will make contact.
First one takes 6 damage. Second one takes 12 damage.
Both of them still most looking quite hurt.
Jill Rawl is going to head back to the rest of the party. Is there still somebody floundering in the water?
Yes, on the far side of the boat.
Jill Rawl would like to try, and I've got a speed of 60 feet. Jill Rawl's going to try and pick him up and place him on that little bit of dry land there.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check. You got to finesse this one in as a dino. Making sure not to bite his head off. His butt's smaller.
Hang on a second.
Odds or evens? Roak.
Are you talking to me?
No, Roak.
Odds.
Okay.
All right.
He picks you up out of the water.
Well, there we go.
Back.
Surprisingly nimble for a dinosaur with a dex of 16. But it doesn't matter because I rolled a 20.
You reach down, you pluck up the Goliath with a small Chilton boy hanging onto his shoulders out of the water and place them into the canoe.
Oh my God.
No check required.
No. Not the canoe. That little patch of land there.
Oh, the little dry land?
Yes, right there.
And he drops
And then bonus action, drop my wild shape and say, I think this is our only way out.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Boop. As you see the lizard folk back and dropping a true form, Zarok.
Goes into the chambers with hold the ceremony.
I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm gonna move to the shore with these guys as close as I can get into that what you call it to the west room.
Okay, well, right now Roak is blocking the passageway, being so large, but you are able to get to the shore.
Yep, and I'm gonna chug a health potion.
Okay.
Is that one of mine, Zrock?
Yes.
Okay. Just a reminder, let me know when any of you guys use those health potions so I can track them, because I have to track how many I
Roak.
used.
All right, so I'm on
24 seconds in.
Can I see any of our immediate enemies? I think they're all cast in
Yeah,
darkness.
they're all in darkness.
Yeah, I can't hear them, can't see them, I can't do anything about that. Did we really come to a consensus on what we want to do about the frost guy, and if he wants to freeze the water or build a wall against these Yuan-Ti that are incoming from our rear?
No one has addressed it yet. What would you like to do as you've heard this?
I'm really thinking...
It's an unfamiliar voice to you.
It is an unfamiliar voice to me. I don't know who this is, and I have no charisma to say anything about it, so I'll stay quiet. That is my best bet. But it sounds like the people really want to investigate this other area that I have no idea about. So I will cautiously walk my happy ass in there and have my sword at the ready just in case. And I'll make a perception check on the area just to see if there's any people that I need to be notably afraid of. And I got a 10.
You see this gruesome bloodbath. You see scales, Yuan-Ti guts hanging on the walls, blood just smeared over every alcove. As you see, these dank catacombs have been converted into sleeping quarters, or at least they once were. The walls are lined with alcoves that used to serve as nests for Yuan-Ti, but now serve as their tombs. as you see there was some grave battle in here that slew about 12 Yuan-Ti.
I feel at home.
Anything else?
That warmed my heart right there.
Glad to hear it, fellas.
All right. Well, I just kind of have a little bit of a happy skip
Keep
as I
going,
get a
or
little
do
bit
you
more
stop?
inside. I stop about 15 feet inside.
North or
going
south?
North. And Pepe
Pepe
is
in tow.
taking dodge as his action at all times.
Right, Lou.
His face is missing.
I know.
I can see through everything, but I'm not seeing any imminent threat to me.
Eldorado.
So I'm going to have to use one more health potion to use Baku. And I will just call out to Baku using a free action. I can see you. If you need me to guide you out, I will.
Can I hear anything in darkness? I can't, can I?
Nope.
No.
Yes,
You
you're
cannot.
not deafened. You're not deafened. It's only darkness. You can't see through it.
Yeah, it's just sound. Or
Matt,
not just sound, sorry, just vision.
Would you mind pulling up in the BHP?
I got it on the spellbook. Oh.
All right. Well, while we're getting that figured out, anything else?
Magical darkness.
That will end my turn unless I hear him cry out on the next
Okay.
one.
Point. Choose with an object holding can be carried unless the object completely covered in source.
All right. The first disadvantage on the northern octopus will. Just, hold on, give me a second.
Okay, gotcha.
Just verify me, yes or no, Vic.
I don't see anything about it.
Only one hit on the northern octopus is going to make contact, doing 5 points of damage overall as his bite makes contact. The south one is going to miss on his first one, miss on his second, miss on his third as he's wildly flailing.
Yeah,
The other is going to stand up.
Wait,
And he's
how
at
much was that first damage?
5. Odds
Okay.
are
So what?
going to attack you instead of the octopus.
You can hear inside the dark vision.
All right.
Or the darkness.
Rylu, you get a sudden memory that magical darkness seems to keep sound from penetrating within it. Double check your spell as you have this odd.
Against.
Can hear.
Oh, you can't. Oh, can. Sorry, misheard. You can hear within. I misheard my peanut gallery.
You and I both looked at each other like, what? What?
Like the double check. Sorry, I'm a whole 3 beers in. I'm a lightweight. As all three attacks on Baku fail to make contact, as you just hear shield, 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 and then a little bit of slicing into octopus flesh. It sounds like they're trying to dice up some calamari back there.
Calamari and squid. Get it right.
Huh? Oh, squid. Sorry. Or octopus. With that, I am going to need saving throws from everyone standing on the water's surface. Everyone standing on the water's surface.
Oh, baby, I'm fine.
From what?
What kind of save?
I will tell you after I look up the spell, but make the save roll, and I will tell you what modifiers to add in a second. I have to double check.
May I counterspell it?
It is not within sight. It is not coming from the north.
It's a magical effect of freezing the water. It's a spell.
Okay.
Go ahead and enter them into the chat.
Well, we don't know what to type in if we don't know what kind of save it is.
Constitution.
I'll take that.
Interesting.
Double 17s.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Bit of frost off your ankles.
You begin to see the water frost up from behind you. Seems like the water is being frozen like a lake. That is, well, in the dead of winter in the way, way north. Seems like you're near the mountain peaks. As the ground underneath your feet seems to freeze, it seems to catch hold of Rylu.
Oh, man.
Rylu becomes cemented in this sphere as you are now restrained underneath it.
That's why I wanted to get out of the water.
So I'm restrained under the water, or I'm on the water and it's restraining me like this.
It's restraining you on top of the water. It's basically you have ice boots that are cementing you to the surface right now. So even with water walk, it's not able to keep you from sinking into it. It just kind of holds you in place.
Riley, did you add your D4?
I did not. I will.
What else rolled you?
Yep. I will not.
As you see a wall of ice come shooting up in a straight line for anyone whose passive perception is 15 or higher underneath the surface.
Underneath the surface? Oh.
It changes mine to 16.
Okay, that will save you as your feet melt away, crickling the little bits away. As you hear Artis's voice as he starts approaching right now, dragon bait in tow. Are you okay? I told you, we have to run.
We're trying. We're trying, for God's sake. Tell Baku.
And at this point, you smell sulfur coming from all around you. It just smells like rotten eggs. Jack. And Jack is continuing to follow Roak into this cavern over here into the Sloon body horde. He's like, hey, Roak, I think you got the idea. I don't know you, Goliath, but I like the way you think. As this albino dwarf follows you into that this old catacomb.
You look like someone who just albinos. All right. I like this guy already. Let's get that straight right here. There is one entrance and one exit. Or, I mean, 2 entrances and exits here.
That's your turn. Oswin.
All right. Who is this guy? As kind of point to Artis.
Doesn't know him.
Oh, that's right.
Did I look around and I see how the party's reacting? Do they seem to take heed for what he's saying?
I don't know. You have to wait until their turns to find that out.
All right. I'm going to hold my action to move if the party starts retreating.
You cannot hold your action to a movement.
That's a dash. Hold action to dash. What's that?
Are you a rogue?
No. It's just an action dash.
You aren't able to hold. You aren't able to hold any action that's able to move you for a later round. It's purely holding actions like spellcasting, attacks, dodges.
Despite dash being an action? All right.
You can't make any movement during reaction.
Yeah, it's the movement during a reaction.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be so quick of a time frame.
Okay. Well, given that I'm currently towards the back anyways, from what it looks like for me, I still can't see everyone's still a black blob up in front, right?
Right.
When was the last time you saw someone turn into a dinosaur? Admit it. That's cool. You'll want to follow it.
But I did see something under the water, correct?
Ice, yes. Your entire canoe has been frozen in the river beneath you.
All right, at the very least, I'll use my movement to get off this apparently now useless canoe carefully to try not to slip.
Okay. It'll be half movement to move around on the ice without promoting a save.
Okay, I'll gladly just hop off the canoe and hold my action to viciously mock any hostile creature that comes out in view range.
Okay, so what does Oswin perceive as hostile?
Anyone trying to attack my new adventuring party.
Okay, good to know. Baku, what would you like to do 24 seconds in?
It doesn't. Yeah, even if you have 2 advantage.
Yep.
And 1 disadvantage.
Advantage does
so
not stack.
Okay.
What would you like to do, Baku?
Screw it. Shield bash just for fun because I want to knock him prone. Damn, that's gonna beat. And then I am going to attack. First attack. 16.
Makes
17.
contact.
10 points magical slashing.
Okay.
Extra attack. That'll hit for max damage. 11 points magical slashing.
And you hear this creature cry out in pain and agony, but it still stands, hissing in Well, pain. Ah. It hurts. It hurts. So he's screaming that in common and draconic.
It hurts. And that is who it attacked me. The one right next to me attacked me last round. Okay. And that's it.
All right. With that takes us to Jill Rawl. 24 seconds into combat. That druid lizard folk soul.
Somehow these octopi are clinging to life. So they're going to keep doing what they do. I'm trying to crush the life out of these freaking dinosaurs. That is a 15 to hit.
15 will definitely.
Northernmost with 9. Yes, 9 damage.
You devil.
Southerner.
Clinging to life.
The Southerner, that's a 17 to hit with 12 damage. Seems to be the magic number tonight.
And both of the creatures are clinging to life within the clutches of your octopus.
Luther can eat a dick.
It was only one of them. The other was just close.
You would think an octopus with 8 tentacles would have more than one attack.
I don't want to hear it, Mr. Auto Restrain on a hit.
Well, then they're going to drag them further back into the water. Just for that.
Good. How deep?
Oh, all the way to the bottom, as far as they can go.
Oh, with their whole 5 feet of land movement? Okay. 5 feet back.
Wasn't sure. Make sure they're still 15 feet away.
And as now they're backing up, they seem to get a little deeper in water. It looks like on their next turn they can use 25 feet of movement because they are deep enough for swim.
If they can survive. All right, now,
we'll see.
Now for Joral, he's gonna look at the guy Oswin. Not that I know the name yet, and say, "Come with me if you want to live," and run into the room.
All right. You hear your comrade crying. North or south end, Jewel?
Towards the northern door.
All right. You seem to be
hallway, whatever the hell it is. As far as I can get to it.
Following
I'll dash if I have to.
You are not able to dash as he is the hallway is blocked by a Goliath and a Chilton slave.
How many? Okay. All right. I misunderstood the original question. All right. I'm accepting of this answer.
Glad that this is acceptable. Anything else, Joel?
Oh, screw it. I got a bonus action. I'll cast Shillelagh on my adamantine staff.
You asshole. Well used and well documented, too. Thank you for getting the AL reference for adamantine weapons. Zarok, what would you like to do? 24 seconds into combat as you've been chugging healing potions left and right.
Oh, did I miscount that? Hold on. My range. You know, I'm just gonna run into. I'm gonna dash as far as I can into the room to the west of me.
The messenger. It's on YouTube. I'm sorry. What was that?
I'm gonna dash as far as I can west into the room.
All right. Are you going on the northern or the southern side?
Oh, that's an obstacle. I thought that was like a staircase pit or something in the middle.
Well, these are all 12 bodies that are clogging the entryway, along with a Chilton child, a lizard folk on the north end, and an albino dwarf on the south end.
Yeah, I'm going south. I thought that thing in the middle was just decorational, like a rug or something.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's solid.
So.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, Rick. As Zarok goes running in, as you're
I just gotta get the hell out of here, Morty. I just gotta get out of here.
Roak, what would you like to do?
It's not an adventure anymore, Morty.
I just heard. Can you hear ice being frozen behind you?
Yeah, you hear a crisp sound.
Sounds very crisp back there, and I feel the chill. Passive perception. Do I see any enemy, obstacle, or otherwise bad guy around us?
Not currently.
Not currently. Okay. I think I got one or two options. I can walk outside and try to get as close as I can to the
You see an open passageway off to the west?
Yeah, and we're all kind of right here to it too. I just don't really want to leave my total bro back there, though. You know.
What are you doing? 6 seconds of combat. Heat of the moment.
I feel like there's some way that he can come around as soon as he comes to this. I'm not the smartest guy, but I feel like I can loop around and kick some ass. So I'm going to go up here.
Move you and Pepe accordingly.
And I am going to ready an action to anything that moves outside of this doorway. I am going to schmack with my greatsword.
All right, then. Rylu, what would you like to do?
And Pepe touches.
I would like to use my free action to scream out to Baku. We're starting to run. You need to follow or you're going to be left.
Thank you for finally saying that.
And I will use my...
Baku can solo this fight, right?
And I will stay where I'm at, and I will ready Eldritch Blast for the first thing that comes out of the darkness that is not Baku or through that doorway.
All right, then. That takes us to the enemy.
We're good. Thank you for sharing. Oh, jeez.
All right, so some disadvantage attacks. Let me double fist some dice here for 3 attacks. Cocked. First one's going to miss on the north one. Second one's going to miss on the north one. Third one is going to miss on the north one. Going to the south, the first one will make contact, Jill Rawls. South Octopus will take 9 points of damage. The next attack will crit fail. The third attack will still make contact with disadvantage and take 5 points of damage to the southern one. Is he still alive? Jam these octopi! And then we have 3 attacks. Still at disadvantage at Baku. Damn darkness, but it's really worth the retreat. As all 3 of them continue to hit on the shield as your ears finally catch wind that, oh, we're retreating! We're no longer behind you, comrade, as you hide in the darkness. Well, fight. We can't tell. Well, Rylu can, but he's around the corner. Oh, no. Wait, Rylu can. He's in, line of sight. You see artists come walking forward, dragon bait in tow. The end of this, and cry out, do we need to block the path? As he cries in towards Rylu.
Can I yell out something?
Free action, yes. You have 3 words.
He said we need to block the path. What path?
Seal the darkness! They have responses. After that, that is the end of round as Dragonbait is writing himself in. Jack, what would you like to do? Grog, I didn't want those guys alive anyway. Oh, wow. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you, Albino Dwarf. And then we got Kinky Dean. So, Brad, Albino Dwarf, what would you like to do as you see Rowak the Goliath preparing to smash things in front of this doorway that's in front of you leading off to the west? Can you perceive anyone badly injured? Yes, the 12 dead Yuan-Ti that are in the room. You see a lot of healing potion stains on Zarok's shirt.
No shirts, just smeared all over. You can't tell. Mix of blood and potion.
Yeah.
You're an addict.
Yeah, so what do you
His eyes are dilated too.
Not any more of those potions?
Oh, yeah. Baku has supplied y'all with a shit ton of potions. All right, so he's just standing in the alcove, waiting to back up. He's going to kind of sit in the hammock, still in the upright position, looking at Baku as this happens.
Wrong person.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rowak. Got Metal Minions mixed up. Oswin, what would you like to do 30 seconds into combat?
With that convincing call of come me if you want to live, I would like to follow Jaral's character in tow.
All right. Anything else?
That is it, other than a held action in case any enemies start pulling in from behind and following us.
All right. Baku.
Shield bash because it's fun.
Go disadvantage.
15.
You make contact, you go prone.
Knock his bitch ass on the ground. First attack. Damn. 8 magical slashing. Does that bring that one down?
No, it does not.
Ooh.
Damn. Second attack.
Still clings to life, hissing in pain.
That'll hit for max damage, 11 points of magical slashing.
That will take him down.
Hell
You
yeah.
hear some of the hissing silence as the first kill of the night goes to Baku.
Moving
Wilhelm
back.
scream,
5,
pile the
10,
dead.
15, 20. Where's the...
Give me an intelligence saving throw as you back out of the darkness. You were able to figure out, hey, go back in a straight direction and you'll get out of this darkness okay. And you turn around and turn tail.
I've been freaking rocking those int rolls.
Uh-huh. Smart Baku.
I have no bonus, nothing to... I used everything already.
All right,
So
Joe Roll. What would you like to do 30 seconds into combat? Oh, wait. Jill Roll, you and your damn octopus in the darkness. Can't hear you. Mike's muted. Jill? Hello.
Sorry. I'm here.
You should be. You're holding up this whole fight. It's not like it's a boss battle or anything. Look what you've driven me to.
Welcome to my world. So these octopedes, which according to Webster's is the plural of octopus, by the way.
I'm glad
Let's go with duopus. Duopus works the best. It really summarizes everything. Just duopus.
Lot of squid.
It only took us an hour and 28 minutes to figure that out. Awesome.
So the north one, which is named Squidward, rolled a 22 to hit.
That'll definitely
15 damage.
Can the southern one be Squiggles?
No, the southern one is named Octopussy.
Well, Squidward is going to slaughter his Yuan-Ti savagely. Say that 10 times fast.
Oh, then you're gonna love
Adding
this.
a second to our pile of the dead.
You're gonna love this because Octopussy went full on the blue girl and critted.
As Octopussy will shred the other one in two like this is teeth. As we have 3 dead Yuan-Ti brood guards.
Alrighty. They are going to...
They haven't moved yet.
Hang on a sec.
That's the guy that cast.
Okay, they can't do that as an action. Never mind. They're going to just kind of chill there outside of the darkness because they can move.
They're still within the darkness for where they moved, or are you just having them swim back up?
It's just swimming just outside of the darkness.
Okay, so cool. Just kind of guard and retreat with their little health points left. How much health do they have by now?
2 and 15.
Damn it! So close! One. Zarok, what would you like to do?
Wait! That was just the octopuses.
God damn it! Okay, Dural. I always forget with druids. Let's go.
All right, I am moving as far west as possible.
I'll type mine in.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get through that passage.
Are you going in?
So as you go into the passageway, you start hearing an immense amount of hissing. It's just
It's either the
coming
steam
around
room
you.
or a lot of snakes.
You see the stone around you is very well worked, but going forward, it seems more cavernous. As the ground before you, about 10 feet ahead, seems to be transitioned from stone to wooden plank. Geral's going to move behind the Goliath and say, "Excuse me, would you mind letting me by? We're trying to bugger off here." As the lizard folk steps up behind the Goliath.
I'm gonna yell back to them before I turn to them. I'll be like, hold on, I lost. I just had like a blank. Look alive! I hear stuff ahead.
And with that, that takes us to Roak. What would you like to do?
So you hear a lot of hissing.
Yesing? Yes.
And
Yes, we hear yesing.
I was sitting here and I was really expecting some action, something to come out of here. And let me tell you, I've been here for almost 30 seconds and I haven't hit anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little antsy. I'm pretty antsy. What is this white? What class is this albino dwarf?
Cleric.
Cleric. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell Pepe to stand by him for a little bit while I go explore this up here. So he's gonna go ahead and prop himself up on the hammock while I go 2, 3.
Double movement through his area because it's 5.
4, 5, 6. So this is gonna take me to the end of my movement right here.
5, I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Hey.
6. You're right.
Yeah. So passive perception of 9. Do I see any hissers?
You do not see any hissers. As you look forward, though, you see an empty crevasse, a cavern that extends downward into the dark. Do you have dark vision?
Hell no, I don't. I
You
got my
do-
torch though.
You see a wooden pathway that extends around the outskirts and edges of this area.
Ooh, I like them outskirts. Better than the inskirts.
On the opposite side, about 30 feet away from you, you're going to see a passageway. The rocky wooden walkway threads along the walls of this dark pit. Foul odors waft up from below. Somewhere in the gloom behind you, well, beneath you, snakes, thousands of them, seem to be wriggling and moving about one another. There is a door on the opposite side of this wooden pathway.
I'm just going to go ahead and ready an action. If anything comes within right up in here, I'll go ahead and attack it.
Okay.
That's going to be my action, though, because I don't want to go ahead and advance while there's still other things going on happening. Because there's a lot of downfall if I do.
No, downfall? You mean like downward?
No, as in I fall.
Yeah, I know. It's nice for me. Works out well.
But that's called sadness.
It depends on your side of the screen.
I know. But
Hey, I killed him once and you got him back.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the doorway you see on the opposite side. Middle point is right here. Middle point right here.
All right.
All right. With that takes us to Rylu.
Seeing as our companion has now ran back to us and out of the darkness, I'm going to start making my way with the rest of our party into the doorway, but I'm not going to leave until I see Dragonbait and Artis come in with us.
Okay.
At that, I'm also going to ready my action again for anything that comes out of the darkness and just happens to get past the octopi.
Octopede?
Octopede!
Some kid named
Oh,
Otto.
god damn it. Y'all are using all of my goddamn charges of the Ring of Winter. As Artis cries out again, should I build the wall and secure the darkness? The bad hombres lie north of the wall as he secures his red hat.
Reaction, yes!
He casts Wall of Ice on the opposite side of the octopuses, completely barring the passageway.
Well, at least everyone got out of there, I guess.
There goes that fight.
Oh, the fight. No, we're going to remain initiative for the rest of this dungeon. It is on full alert, and you don't know what is around the bends.
We're playing right into his hands the same.
Jack, what would you like to do? As you hear a spell being cast out, Dragonbait and Dragonbait and
Artis
Simber make their way forward, standing on the pebbled beach. He wishes to persuade Pepe to follow my god and pray to him properly. Give me a persuasion roll for Jack and for Pepe.
See, the thing about it is that he actually worships me. So that's a crit. Faith has decided.
So, there are no crits on ability checks. I need a
20.
Okay. And what was your roll for Jack? 13 persuasion will not do it as you like, hey, no, you should follow one of my gods, my great one. And he's like, no, I have Roak now. I follow Goliath fighter. He take me to freedom. He keep calling me Pepe. I'm not Pepe. I don't know this Pepe. But I follow Goliath.
It's like his role in the religion.
So you hear this odd bickering going back and forth about lords, deities, gods, powerful Goliaths.
Between an albino dwarf and a slave boy.
Yeah, those Choltons. Oswin, what would you like to do as you hear this going on?
Oh my goodness. I would like to continue the retreat.
All right. You get up right on Geral's tail.
And then the traditional held action to viciously mock at any foe who dares to tell us.
Pull up Wall of Ice, please.
Wall of Ice, you got it.
All right. With that, Baku, what would you like to do? I need you to write down AC and HP.
Do I see anything down here?
You do not see anything else. Waves of water. You hear more hissing with your passive perception. Donna. 6 seconds. What are you doing, Baku?
I am going to chug a health potion.
Go action.
And then I'm going to move. 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I move to right here?
Yes, you can move to right there. You're just kind of all squeezing on the Pebble Beach.
All right. Fuck, that's it.
All right. As you do this, we are down
6, 7, 8.
to Jill Rawl. No, to figure out your mic this time?
Joral's going to
I'm sorry, the albino dwarf is also going to cast Bless on Baku, Joral, and Rylu. So keep that in mind for any checks.
If they destroy it and they cross over it, then you make Constitution.
So Joral's going to use one of Baku's health potion.
Oh yeah, you get
Take note of that, Baku.
You get.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Joral's drinking one of Baku's health potions.
Okay.
Thank you.
And moving up behind the Goliath and saying, "What you waiting for?"
You're only able to get up behind the barbarian as the Goliath is skirted past him, as the Goliath is just standing in the entrance.
Can't I move through friendly spaces?
You can. You can't end your turn there, so you have to end your turn in front of the Goliath.
I was trying to use an action to drink the potion. Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
I try. No, I had to scour like old conversation I have, bother AL admins, and get as many rule notes as I could on the phone just for this goddamn fight this week because you last time. I don't even want to explain how much craziness I've been trying to prep for with what y'all might possibly do. And your damn Drew has been messaging me about every possible thing you could wild shape into. I'm like, oh, you know what? Why don't you just do it into pixies and polymorph everyone into a fucking T-Rex? Thank God we have AL legality. Sorry, that's my little rant of the week.
I was going to say, I just hope at least half of the messaging you had to do was because of me.
I know.
So yeah, like I said, I'm going to say, what's taking so long?
Okay, you're just kind of saying that. What's taking so long, Goliath? Zarak, what would you like to do?
I'd like to ready a spear and try to squeeze by and move along the southern boards.
Okay, as you move along the southern bit of boards, I need an athletics check.
Athletics.
It's only 25 feet up.
I can't read that.
It's not an incline or anything, so it's just straight.
So, and of course I closed the dice app.
Just go ahead and roll your dice, and we'll get to see how close it is to the modifier.
There. E plus. There we go. With modifier and everything, I got an 11.
And 11, as you begin to walk around the pit, you skirt around, you ready your weapon, and you begin to fall down into the pit. Please give me an attack at disadvantage into the pile of snakes that you are about to fall into. Wait, this is our pile. Yeah, can't stick with that.
Oh, jeez.
Pile of snakes.
I just rolled a 4.
Oh, Okay, 4 will not make contact with these little suckers, as they will get to roll with advantage as you end landing in top of them. You end your turn surrounded with these snakes.
Swarm of poisonous snakes.
And their readied actions will go off.
Mm-hmm.
They make that attack with advantage. I believe. What's your AC, Zrock?
13.
Yeah, that'll be the 13. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Wait, are they within sight for me yet?
No, they're on the other side
Yeah,
of this brick wall.
Gotcha. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to get a good view of the map for a reason.
I got a 15.
15 will take half damage from the poison. Yep. Unfortunately, it's only half damage. So as the fangs lay into you, you take 6 points of piercing damage as you're pierced by 6 snakes. As you take the poison damage, you stave off a bit of it, but you still take 5 points that is already halved as you seem to be surrounded and engulfed in a pool of snakes. Yeah, Roak, what would you like to do 42 seconds in?
Did I see how he fell in?
You don't have dark vision.
But I have a torch right in front of me, and he's within 15 feet.
Your torch went with the fireball.
Okay, so, but I can see Singe.
He also fell down. You don't know how far he fell to.
So I have no real gauge of any kind of a situation that I'm in right now.
Mm-hmm. If you get his comrade within there that has dark vision, they can communicate with you with a free action to give you a rough idea. But right now, it's just your.
I can do that.
My lizard bro right behind me. He has dark vision, doesn't he?
He does. He has 15 feet until the edge before a view, though.
Okay. Can he give me like a free action to basically describe what he sees in front of me?
He does. His view line isn't base of the pit, though. He can only see about 5 feet down into it. Mm-hmm. So you know it stretches farther than 5 feet.
All right.
But he fell off.
He fell a long time.
And, you know, it's probably reasonable to hear a lot of ow, 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 ow. There's snakes biting me.
Yeah.
Now that I'm closer to the edge, am I able to see down?
It sounds more like.
Oh shit. No, you are not. And Zrock, you're gonna take some falling damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he fell 50 feet.
12, 14, 16. Zrock, you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground when you make contact with these snakes.
And I'm down.
You're able to hear Zrock go. And
Bruh! I am a Goliath with no dark vision.
What are you doing?
I can't.
So what you're doing is you're standing on the precipice. You've seen one of your new comrades try to skirt around the edge and fall into a pit and cry out in pain multiple times. What are you doing?
Holy shit, dude! I'm gonna throw 2 rocks.
Oh yeah, the consecutive bites.
All right, throw 2 rocks into the darkness. Possibly hitting your comrade.
I mean, it's a bad shot, but let me tell you, it's the only shot I can get. Okay, so I'll go at a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roll a 1, you hit your comrade.
All right, let's go with it. That's
2.
Yeah.
A 2 will not make contact with the snake pile.
9 altogether.
9 will not make
All
contact.
right, second attack. Double 11.
That will make contact with the snakes. As a rock, you're able to hear the swarm of snakes beginning to descend.
8 damage.
By quite a fair bit. As a rock comes screeching in around you, but you're in this odd state. You see this odd tree extending in front of you. You see a blackness surrounding the base of it, the roots almost like portals to another world. You feel as if you're transitioning to another side, as you feel a very familiar place of unconsciousness. That takes us to Rylu. What do you want to do?
I go back into the crevice and I relay the whole information about the snake pit and the. No, I'm back.
Okay. So. Oh, sorry.
Dragonbait and Artist, they're already with us now, correct? Or where are they located at?
They're still on the Pebble Beach because you're currently blocking the entranceway, and they didn't have enough movement to make it on the other side.
Okay, then I will move inside of it, and I will move my full movement up.
15, 20, 25, 30. You get right behind Oswin.
And I will use my free action to say, move faster! And that will be my turn.
All right. That takes us to some NPCs.
We're not in a good spot right now. Not at all. I'm going to try to keep doing the disadvantage just to try to clear up this poisonous swarm, just to try to help the situation. I don't know how I'm going to get him out. I don't have any rope. I don't have anything.
Zarok, as you take an attack at advantage while you are writhing in the snakes, unconscious and prepared to bleed out, the snakes aren't able to pierce through your armor. You maintain a round while you are staying within the pit. An advantage 7-2. Nothing else happens from the enemy's side as Dragonbait and Artis come along the south side, quite winded. You see Artis clutching his left hand as he's holding close this ring. It seems to be quite dear to him. The entire area around you begins to smell like lavender. Beyond that, we are to Jack, the albino dwarf.
Drink to that.
Jack, what are you doing? Oh god, that's all I want to do. You punch the snakes in the face. Can you use inspiration for anything? Jack is going to start approaching the pit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As you approach the pit, you are stuck between Roak and Jilral.
You're stuck between all of your rock and a hard place.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're stuck between a rock and a lizard folk, so quite a hard place. As you see anything, you see a lot of Roak buns. They look quite firm, rock solid.
Roak solid.
60 feet of dark vision will be able to view the other side. You see the passageway on the opposite end stretches further. It's not a door, but a doorway, similar to this one.
Semantics.
You touch it? Oh, he touches your rock bum.
I give him advantage.
And with that, Oswin.
All right. Do I have vision of my fallen comrade?
You do not have vision. You have 2 rock walls separating you, 3 comrades, and some odd number of distance to Snake Pit Bottom.
Is it possible for me to dash within vision?
You could use your movement and your action to dash to get all the way to the opposite side of the entryway.
And that would give me vision?
That would give you... How far is your dark vision?
60 feet.
You are able to see Zarok, yes.
All right, I would like to do that. And then a bonus action, healing word.
All right, Zarok, you feel pulled from this tree again. It feels a familiar sight as you see this large Mickey Mouse hand. You hear, "Oh, not today!" as it picks you into the void.
You're in for suffering.
And that will
There's snakes everywhere.
5 points of healing.
And Zarok, you are healed. Baku, what would you like to do?
Wait, I didn't catch all that. Cut out there. What happened?
Type in how much healing.
Did I got healing. Seeing how far I am, did I hear him yell, or did I?
Oh yeah, you heard that.
Zarok died. Or okay. Fuck. I don't see the ice wall here.
You do not see an ice wall here. It's beneath the water. It was an ice pathway.
You guys really left my slave boy with Frodo Baggins over here?
Yeah.
Baku is going to say, "Pull back, lads! Pull back!" And he's going to move towards the ice wall.
We've got no protection.
20, 30. And pop another health potion.
You hear Artis cry out, "I clogged the entrance, you fool!"
Then we'll go through it!
You hear him reply, "There are 18!"
Oh, fuck.
And as he's only able to get 3 words off, that is all you were able to hear.
5, 6, 7. That'll work.
Anything else, Baku?
That's it.
Fuck. Wasn't expecting that one. Didn't think that keeping track of shit was going to happen. Joe Rawl, what would you like to do? Is you're hearing quite a conflict of interests to
You guys
and
are
fro.
having such a harder time than I was in this.
It's basically a left or right decision. Oh, God. You're all?
We can do.
Gilral is going to move past all, just, kind of slither
That takes
his way
all-
past all these
Did you
people.
get on the northern or the southern side of the the entrance?
What's that?
Would you like to get on the northern or the southern side once you pop to the other side of your comrades?
The northern side.
All right, that takes all of your movement.
And cast my last, whatever the fuck level this spell is, my last 3rd level spell,
What?
Conjure Animals.
All right, does that
The octopedes disappear,
pile of the semi-dead?
The Duopus, huh?
and a giant constrictor snake appears in the pit.
A giant what?
Constrictor.
What?
Oh, man. Here we go.
A giant constrictor appears in the pit.
This is exactly like the epic. I turned it to a to be
And with its huge size and blind sight, it will tenderly pick up Zirak in its jaws and place him on the wooden railing. Not the railing.
How far is?
I'm sorry?
What's going on?
How far is his movement?
How far is his climb speed?
Its movement is 30 feet.
He tries to get as high up as he can. He seems to be about halfway up.
Oh, man. Well, it's holding him above the snakes at least.
This is true.
The other.
I want
I'll be
both.
right
I want him
Let
now.
me know who dies.
I like the
Fair
enthusiasm.
point. Zirak, what would you like to do? Actually, I don't need a question. I need a death save.
He's up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
up. Just
Yeah, I got him up.
What would you like to do? Is you're in the mouth of a face snake.
Well, can I see how many snakes are below me?
You're human, so you don't have dark vision. No, you can make it, but it'll be at disadvantage.
Is it possible to use my hempen rope or how's this? Can I use my rope to pull myself up the remaining feet?
Do you have a grappling hook?
I need a hook. Can I use my axe?
Rope.
I
Hurry,
can't.
guys, catch this.
Try to put rope. It's not a very.
Hello?
No,
Hello?
Mile.
I don't hear anything. Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
Wait, I hear you guys now. It was like all gone for a second. So, can I throw an axe rope?
It'll take a turn to tie the axe and the rope together, and then throw it. It's 2 separate actions.
Well, I guess I'm drinking a health potion.
Okay. Add to the stains.
Fucking A, I'm almost at 10 just this session.
Damn.
I'm glad I didn't tell anybody how many health potions I
Roark, what are you
Man.
doing? He bought 100 for this. What are we doing?
Man, let me tell you, there's still the swarm of snakes. I'm guessing I kind of halfway understand that there is a giant snake that is now approaching these other snakes. It is
you have-
actually friendly.
You don't have dark vision. No one has.
I have 30 feet of torchlight, so I'm able
Oh,
to see.
you lit your torch last time, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So you are able to see the snake bringing up Zirak.
Okay, so the only other thing I can do is use half my movement to come over here.
Okay.
And honestly, I'm thinking just disadvantage chucks these rocks
Okay.
at these freaking snakes. Because, I mean, that's all I'm good for. And then I'm going right back to the edge of that passage. That's a
That'll
crit.
hit.
That is a crit.
Disadvantage.
A disadvantage crit.
Champion, you asshole.
Oh! So that's going to be... I can't re-roll it because it's not a two-handed. That's going to be 9 damage on the first hit.
From a rock.
From a rock.
Now you see how that
Jesus.
bronze he took damage.
All right, second attack. That is going to be...
Makes contact.
That's an 18 to hit.
Still hits.
That's going to be 7 damage.
You hear the snake hissing severely diminish.
Dear God.
Yes.
Oh, and then I go back to this little cubby hole that I've worked myself into.
What would you like to do?
I would like to use my movement to get... I would like to continue to move forward, but I really can't. So, being a greedy bastard at the moment, I will use one more health potion, and I will ready a fire bolt for the doorway for any enemies I see, and that will be my action until everyone else gets their movements out of there.
Okay.
There we go. Now it's a real party.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, no, nothing else from the enemy side yet. Jack, what would you like to do?
Fuck this room.
All right.
Fuck this entire place.
Jack is going to ready a sacred flame for an enemy he can see and back out of the entranceway. And with that takes us to Oswin.
Okay.
Fuck this place.
Yeah, basically. I wish I had dimension door. I am just going to hold tight with the group and hold vicious mockery for any hostile creature.
Sounds good.
We have a lot of
Baku.
passive-aggressive people on this game.
Baku is going to hear that the other guy said 18, and he's same thing, cartoon stop on the heels, and turning around. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What am I at?
As you get to that point, Artis's passive perception picks you up and says, Baku, hurry, get in here, and I'll block the passage for our retreat.
Again.
For the third time.
Fuck it. I'm going to listen to him, I guess. He says, retreat! We have to get out of here! 5, 10. Where is he? He's right here.
South side, yeah. Artist is the purple bitch.
15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to go up to him and say, if you're blocking that off, where are we going to go? We're going to trap ourselves in here.
Fair.
Why do I feel like the DM is using an NPC to fucking trap us?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. It depends on his wisdom saves against.
It was this or face off 18 Yuan-Ti by himself and Dragonbait are trying to hide from them. So,
He is a pretty big puss.
and again, y'all just left the dead Hydra body lying there.
Cookies, by the way, if you want.
I could do. Gerald, what would you like to do? You druid mother sucker.
So
I'll go with you. Fuck you.
my giant constrictor has Zarok tenderly gripped in its mouth, about 30 feet down.
20 feet down, technically.
20 feet.
I said halfway. It was rough. You had to guesstimate. Want me to give
Okay.
you-
It is going to attempt to jump.
Okay.
Can a snake
Jump
jump?
quail launch. It's a
Get
trained
me?
snake. You can see cobras do stuff. So I mean, teaching
wait.
spring quail jumps not out of the range of.
It's going full on Cubert here.
Yeah, no, give me an athletics check. 'Cause these are pretty smooth walls.
That would be a 24.
Motherfucker. As he rebounds off the wall.
I'm sorry. 23.
Oh,
it's not +4, not 5.
He coils up on the far side and he launches himself to the south, dropping your comrade Zarok on the platform above. So hard is his impact, though, that it shatters the bits of wood. He lands with such vigor, it begins to snap the boards.
Fuck this room.
My huge snake's gonna try and form a bridge.
As he tries to form a bridge to reinforce the area you just demolished, Joe Rawl.
Joe Raw's gonna try and walk across his snake.
Athletic check.
Okay. 17.
17 makes it to the far side. As you were just narrowly around the alcove, you see darkness stretching back this way and along the hallway, extending further.
All right. Now, did that count as an action, or
Yes.
was that part of my movement?
That was your action.
Okay. Bonus action healing word on Zarok. Zarok gets another 7 hit points.
Yes! Is it a large creature? Yeah. So
Brock's eyes are really dilated right now from all the healing and potions.
Yeah.
Covered in blood, snake venom, and potions. Just what is going on?
Come on, buddy. Those ants aren't really crawling on your skin. Let's go.
Ants! Ants! Zarok, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm still in the jaws of the snake as far as I know, so I'm gonna reach for a torch, light it, and drop it into the pit so we can have a better view.
For what it's worth, the snake would freely let you go.
Oh. Or if I'm freely let go, I would like to, like,
fire on the snake.
can I, like, cautiously cross the snake and boards?
Okay. So would you like to drop the torch or try to cross the edge on the snake?
I'm going to
It's
cross
one or the
the
other.
edge on the snake.
Okay, give me athletics.
All right. Don't fail me now. 17.
A 17 will make it to the other side as you are lined up just behind Joe Rawl.
And I would like to yell back, goddamn snakes down there.
And tell everybody else goes north. Who said
The
that?
ground beneath you feels quite rickety. As we go 60 seconds into combat, Roak.
There's fairy fire on these snakes,
Okay.
so I know them. So it's a straight roll.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really hate to be that guy that's pretty redundant, but I have no vision. I don't know what's going on. I have this torch.
Mm-hmm.
There is some lit up baddies, and I have rocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to walk up here. I'm going to get up here, just within range. I'm going to go ahead and loose a caboose. And almost a crit. Almost.
That will make it across. You go on the north or south side.
Oh, I'm going across. Yeah. I'll go this side.
All right. You make it across the north side, getting to that passageway with Jaral and Zarok on the other end.
All right. So that's my movement. I guess action, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at these snakes.
Okay.
With a rock. So that'd be a 25 to hit.
25 will make contact.
All right. So
A lot of rocks.
Oh, I have a whole slave child specifically for him. 6 damage.
6 damage will kill the last of the snakes and the hissing coming from the south side, or from the deep, dark danks of the pit.
I'm sad because a light just died down there, and I'm that much blinder.
That doesn't mean it's safe to go down there.
Hell no.
It wouldn't hurt.
Got dead snake loot down there.
Rylu, what would you like to do?
I would like to make my way as close as I can inside of everything else. But I will stop short of that goddamn snake.
Mine? Just go the other way.
I am terrified of snakes.
Go the other way. Go north.
No! I saw all of you run this way. I'm going to run this way.
The Goliath went north.
Then I will run north the best I can. And I will use my action as an action dash to go around the full way to the other side.
Okay. As you start looking in upon the area, you're going to see a small Chilton Indian boy trying to make his way across. As he tries to follow his commander, Roak, the Goliath, and he falls.
Oh, no.
Obliterating upon impact with the ground below. Full of
It happened
snakes.
again! God!
Who the hell was that?
You hear Roak cry out in pain as this is the second slave child that he has lost.
Not another Pepe!
Wait, is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, that's what 50 feet of...
That asshole all the way to get across.
Don't panic. It was an NPC.
Oh, this is so much better. Not like we had a slave child worshiping you.
Jack, what would you like to do?
This is his Messiah.
Al?
Jack, what would you like to do as you hear the cries of Pepe coming from deep down below? You're going to join the back of the cave and keep your sacred flame ready, ignoring Pepe and his cries for pain.
God.
There's no cries of pain. It's a pretty quick and swift death.
Yeah. Pop! 6 seconds of death. You can get obliterated in 6 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
You hear his cries.
I mean, you don't even think about the comfy cushions of all these dead snakes below him,
Oswin, they're dead.
Oh, I know.
They're just all fangs. It's like going into a nail pit.
I've seen some.
Oswin.
All right. I'm going to cross the snake bridge and use my DM inspiration.
Okay. Roll with advantage. Give me that athletics check.
Because I'm not going to take that fall. And that'll be a 17.
17 will make it across, north or south side.
Everyone's going on the north side, so I will follow suit.
Okay, you get behind where Pepe was.
I'm triggered.
And that takes us to Baku.
I have found another dimension.
Did they not
The
go?
recliner.
Oh,
They were
they
before.
forgot.
18 on the
He
die.
makes an attack roll, throwing a small, like marble-like bead. It seems to be made of ice. As he tosses it into this area, it fills up with a cube of ice. As he and Dragonbait start moving forward.
Fat asses are in the way. Now my turn.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30, going right there and chugging another health potion.
The day of healing potions in the fane of the night serpents.
That's
Gilral.
it for mine.
Dilly dilly, lads.
Diddly diddly.
I'm out of ammo. Fuck! This water will have to do this time being.
Al, if you check your Facebook, you'll see I sent you a message regarding characters buying slaves.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, I cannot see right now because my laptop is being streamed for audio and seeing the text, and my phone is the reason we have this camera right now. So,
Oh, you're gonna love it. There's more to the story than what I sent you.
oh, this is great.
Now, as for Joral and his magnificent snake,
Okay.
Joral is going to creep up to one space from that intersection there.
Okay, you were able to see it as you get within 5 feet. That is where it becomes apparent. You weren't able to see it.
He's gonna move right up to that intersection then. And
okay.
Wait, whoa. First, he's going to cast Produce Flame, and then walk up to it, holding fire in his hand.
Produce Flame, and the ready to action goes off. So give me a dex save.
Okay.
Along with Zarok and Roak.
God's sake.
What did you just
16?
do?
Oh, actually, Zarok, you don't need it. You are not within the area. 15 will fail.
I fucking hate this place.
21, baby!
Wait, what's it?
Wait, who?
What's going on before you start rolling? See if I need to counterspell anything.
He is not able to see this target. When he casts the Produce Flame is when this target goes off. That was the difference between him casting it before he walked into the area. If he had walked in first, he might have been able to see it.
Oh my god. You fucking douchebag, Naz! God damn it!
10, 20, 28 points of fire damage on a fail, 14 on success.
Fucking fireball.
As a fireball goes off right in front of Geral's face.
Wait, hold on. Can I counterspell it?
You have to have view of the target. You do not have view of the caster. You do not have view of the caster.
All right.
And Geral, with your passive perception, you're able to pick up the beam of light came from the northern entrance before you walked forward. Since Fireball requires a line sphere being cast from target to point.
Who else had to make the save? Because it sounded like a little confusion there.
Yeah, sorry. Zarok does not. It was just you and Roak.
Okay. Thank you. And, sorry, what was the damage again?
14 on a success, 28 on a failure.
Okay.
So we have to have line of sight of you, and you don't have line of sight on the
Free action. Artist, you might want to block that north passage that's in this intersection you're probably about to walk up to. Just throwing that out there.
Okay, anything else?
No, I've already got Shillelagh cast, so I'm good. My snake is still providing a bridge for anybody who blunders to the south.
Okay, Zarok, what would you like to do? Narrowly out of the range of this fiery ball.
I'm gonna go ahead and light up a torch, and I'm gonna hold my ground for now.
Okay.
That's all that matters.
Roak, what would you like to do? A minute and 12 seconds into combat.
Being freshly singed, it really just kind of brings you right to your senses.
Fucking
really,
shit.
really refreshing. My knowledge of line of sight really dictates that with this torch, I'm able to see that he is not inside this hallway.
You do not see the hallway. You only see the hallway when you occupy this square and beyond.
Okay. So whenever I'm using my movement,
you get there and then notice it.
Okay, so after 5 feet, I notice it from here. Okay, so I'm going to use, see, that'd be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Do I see anything?
Yes, you do. As you go 30 feet, you begin to see a ramp extending forward. It seems to ascend about 30 feet above where you are currently standing before entering a room. Steps just to represent that this is an inclined slope.
All right, so we are at the precipice of a big decision here. Which way do we really want to go? The attack seems to have come from this direction.
Where are you going?
That is the extent of my knowledge. I'm going to ready my action to dodge.
Okay.
But that's all I can do right now.
With that, that'll take us to Rylu.
So being in the northbound rather than the southbound, I can't see except for the tips of the flames that came out of the other entrance, right?
Correct.
I I'll push up to where I am behind the gentleman who is in front of me. Where is Gerald at currently?
Gerald's here, and if you're going across the north side, I'll need an athletics check.
Okay. Is there a way that I can position myself?
The snake is on the south side, and Rylu definitely said he was going to the north.
Yes. I will give you an athletics check then.
I'm sorry. I know it's not your suit, Rylo. And you know what? I'll give you advantage as Max gift since you are so afraid of snakes in character.
I hate snakes.
I know, and you've declared it every session for like the last 3. Jake, you're gonna get mine's.
Can I use any of this for Pepe?
That is a 15.
A whopping 15.
Yes.
Really make it across on the north side as you get on the other side of Oswin.
And at that, I will ready my action of frostbite for if anything comes out of the tunnel or anything.
Okay. With that, I need to look at a spell list because I just had to burn 2 damn spell slots for held actions. Oh, fuck. You know what? I'm going to beat this pony dead. Rowak, Jilral, and Rylu. I need a dex save. As another fireball comes screeching through from the back.
I'm assuming that I can't see it once again, right?
Correct. From where you are currently standing, you cannot see this.
Bruh. You are really beating this dead horse.
God, fuck you, Raz. Jesus, he's not even attacking me, and I'm fucking getting pissed.
I was beating the snot out of him as a T-Rex.
Douche dead.
Alright.
Alright. So, Rylu, what was your save? Oh, yeah. Rylu.
A whopping 6.
6 will fail. Gerald will pass.
13.
Rowak will fail. That's got to be 23 points of damage on a fail. 11 on a success. As boom.
What's Fireball's range? 120?
I am so happy I am a tiefling and I have half.
I don't know, but I know you can fucking see us.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that fire damage from the tiefling. And actually, Rylu, you are going to burst in flames at this point as you have become in contact with one of those spells. If you'd like to dispel it, you can use a free action on your turn. Other than that, your tiefling nature has lit you ablaze.
Lit you on fire!
I will use, you said that I am able to use a spell?
No, you're not able to use a spell. You're able to use a free action to dispel the flames that have now engulfed you.
I will do that then.
Okay. As you flame on! And then flame on. No. That just probably crapped out. And with that, Jack, what would you like to do? And Jake, if you wouldn't mind reading it.
Read what?
On the text.
Oh. Jason Higvon says, I go across the northern end 16th ATH. Athletics, I think.
16 athletics will get you to the other side. Northern or southern?
He said northern.
All right. Would you mind moving that hunchback mini?
This one. On the northern. So, right back here.
Mm-hmm. So you are lined up behind Oswin, who coincidentally, it is now his turn.
All right. Everyone's still alive after that fireball, correct?
Yeah, everyone's still conscious, I believe.
So far.
Gerald is hiding his face behind a screen.
So now I'm saying on the north end, do I see anything further down the path from where I'm standing currently?
From where you stand currently, no. You just see the passageway and Gerald's tail. It'll take half your movement to get into the passageway.
All right, I like to do so.
Okay.
Do Garal's tail is kind of smoking.
little play.
And then currently, what is up ahead? Straight ahead. I'm sorry.
Ahead of you is a lizard folk. 10, 15 feet in front of him is a Goliath. There's also a northern and a southern passageway just past Joe Rawl.
All right, I would like to go through Gerald Square and to the other side, and take a good look down each of those passageways.
All right.
Bigger area.
To the south, you're going to see the passageway extending. How far is your dark vision?
60 feet.
20 feet before it opens into a passageway. It seems to be a large room. You're not able to see the end of it as the darkness expands. You see a couple beds along the south side. Along the northern direction, you are going to see this massive cathedral. An overwhelming cauldron seemed to be filled with this red liquid. As you see it trickling from a serpent's head 40 feet above this bowl, you're going to see it as blood. And it is running from the mouth of a serpent as you see Raz Nasi standing atop a pillar.
Oh, damn it. He's over
About,
there.
I'll give you a rough estimate, 10,
Too
20,
blind to know.
about 100 feet away from you, right here with line of sight of where you're standing.
Gotcha.
Is he standing atop this pedestal, shedding blood into the basin? Anything else, Oswald?
I still have a full action, correct?
Yep.
And how many more feet of movement?
And you have 10 more feet of movement.
Okay. You know, I'm really tired of this fireball shit. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a fireball.
Fuck yeah.
All right, because I can't counterspell shit from 100 feet away.
Ah!
That is 8d6, right?
Yes, it is. Oh, shit.
5.
Here we go, guys.
Oh, shit!
Oh, hell yeah! Roll high!
Suck it, Raz. Suck it.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what?
Suck it hard.
All right.
How much damage?
All right. We have 10. Okay, so that's 10, 22, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34. 35 points of damage.
And as he fails his saving throw, you see him erupt in flames around his spear, and he cries out in pain, "You will perish for that, Bod!"
Try me. As I go 10 feet further around the corner out of sight.
Ah!
And then free action, tell them, he's in there.
Baku, what would you like to do?
5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm guessing I see this pit as I come up to the wood edges.
Yep.
Well, screw it. Baku is going to see this and say, "Oh, hell no!" And he is going to reach into his pocket, pull out his little figurine, open his hand as it turns into a giant eagle.
Eagle!
Boom! Do you have a large pad by chance?
Owl, not eagle.
Can I mount it still? I've only moved.
Is it your first
10,
date?
15, 20. What?
Is it your first date?
25, 30 on top of it.
Okay, as you hear it from behind you.
And I am going to...
Really?
Before or after? After. It's going to move after. Can I use it, or can I let it move after my turn?
Yes, you can. All right, it'd be at the end of your turn, not after.
Okay. Can I declare it moving before my turn on my next turn, or is it always going to be after?
It's always going to be after. It's going to be one of the four. It's declared point of initiative.
Okay.
Similar to Geral's animals.
We'll do it before then. Screw
Okay.
it. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. As the end of Baku's turn, he's just used a magic item to summon a magic eagle. Joe Rawl, what would you like to do? Freshly scorched. Jilral, you lizard folk, you.
Sorry, I had to find the unmute button.
I figured it takes you a little time for most times.
Sorry. There's been a lot of tactics being thrown around.
Oh, you wouldn't say. It's like someone's been planning this for a week.
You would think so, and yet none of the tactics made it this far.
Uh-huh.
It's funny. The first round, fucking all of our things we had in mind just went to shit.
Almost like I called that.
Yeah, you did.
He's going to cast Longstrider on himself.
Oh. Okay, so Jilral cast Longstrider.
And move 40 feet to the west.
10, 20, 30, 40 as you start running uphill.
Does Jilral see anything? With his
passive
produced flame in his hand.
What's your passive perception?
17.
You do not.
Okay. Jiral's snake is going to use the dash action and move a full 60 feet towards Raz Nasi.
Okay. Zarak, give me a dex saving throw. I'm guessing by that face it wasn't a good roll, Zarak.
1.
Oh, and as the snake goes slithering by Zarak, it seems to knock him a bit off balance.
That would do it.
As he falls down into the precipice of dead snakes as my phone goes dead again. Oh. And he's going to take 17 points of bludgeoning damage as he falls.
Wait, who fell in?
To the ground. Zarak.
Snake.
God damn it.
I got nothing. Sorry.
Well, at least I'm flying now.
Wait, he couldn't even grab on the eagle or anything?
No, I'm still up to where this level is.
I got you. What got?
All right. So with that, the snake goes slithering in. Zarak, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm down there with a lit torch in hand, so what's around me?
As you look around, you are surrounded by dead snakes, slaughtered snakes. The walls look quite smooth, covered in an odd dew and slime from years and years of decay. It seems as if you have fallen 50 feet from the wooden pathway overhead.
Oh, goddamn.
And I perceive no way out of this pit. There's
from what you can view, no, but you do see a large eagle hovering overhead. An owl. Sorry, a large owl hovering overhead.
I yell up to my comrades, I want out of this damn pit. And I drink my final healing potion.
Baku, another healing potion as we're up to Roak.
I don't have any eyes on Raz Nasi. He said where he was, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to make my movement and still be within range to throw rocks at him. On the other hand, we got this lizard folk in front of me now going into this new area. So what I'm trying to debate between is, should we go forward towards Raz Nasi or should we go up the staircase?
What are you doing in the 6 seconds that Roak gets to make the decision? It's the heat of the moment.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
As you see the Goliath Roak charging towards the northern passageway.
Fuck yeah. Wreck his shit. Please.
Dash action. 5. What is he? Is he difficult terrain, basically?
Yes, he's difficult terrain because he's filling up the
5,
passageway.
10, 15, 20.
Shit.
25, 30.
Oh, he's a large.
Well, fuck.
Time to show yourself, Roz.
You see a massive cathedral laying out before you. I'm going to try and draw it out on the side piece.
Let's go ahead and divide the map again.
Anything else, Roak?
I'm just going to flip them off, man. I mean, I can't exactly do a movement. I'm not going to do my action search just yet. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of just sit there doing obscene actions towards him.
Rylu.
I would like to use my movement to go as far as I can inside. And when I do, would that put me into position of seeing him?
You have traveled 20 feet, and you can see north towards the snake, east towards Boswin and Jill Roll.
So I cannot see Roz at all.
No, you cannot, with the Goliath and the giant constrictor snake blocking the passageway.
Very well.
Hold on 1 second. My sister just showed up inside to make a ruckus. Oh, hey, Lee, what's up? Hey.
I know you.
So what was that?
How many feet would I have to move forward to be able to see him?
To see Rosna, you'd have to move 10, 20, 30, 40 feet to get in front of the Goliath.
I will use my movement of 25 to get just on the cusp of seeing as a bonus or as my action dash. And that will be all.
Okay. With that, holy shittles. Sorry, I've been creating this little like cavern of blood and death and oh shit. Okay.
Is this the room with the throne?
That's Baku. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Sorry. You're going to see Artist and Dragonbait make it to the other side of the rickety wooden bridge. Rosna C is going to look down from the far side of this area. Roak is currently right here, as you see the pool of blood sitting about right here.
Mm-hmm.
That large passageway, or that large pedestal that he's sitting on.
Yep, that's a throne room. Damn, that looks way bigger. Yeah, it looks a lot bigger than just last time.
As you see a small ramp descending down.
No, this isn't the throne room.
You see blood
I think this is a sacrificial
filling
altar.
all of this area, coming from 5 different head points, trickling down into that main one. And as he stands on the main pedestal, he's going to have this very odd smile, this gaze about him, as he looks down on Roak.
We lost visual again, Chance. Up.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Playing it by ear, and I got a 13.
You fail as you are overcome with this odd sense. You feel like you have to play the piano, like you have to take crack. Oh my God! You're blind. You might be Ray Charles, as you have come under the effects of the blindness spell.
Oh shit.
That will take us to Jack. As everyone is able to see Dragonbait, I have to fix my camera, but Dragonbait and Artist coming up to the cross section, but not passing it yet, as they are quite hesitant to move farther forward, seeing these scorches from the many a fireball. So, Jack, what would you like to do? And Roak, our interpreter.
Jack says that I will get to a point where I can see everyone, and I cast Bless for the final time on Oswin, Baku, and the Goliath. He says 1d4 for saving throws or attacks, lasts for 1 minute.
Awesome.
Okay. With that will take us to Oswin.
Alrighty, I would like to go 10 feet further over so I can get view of my foe once again.
All right. 10 feet back here?
Yes, so I can have view of him.
As you look down the passageway, it seems to be blocked by Rylu and a constrictor snake, along with a Goliath on the far side. You have no view.
Would it be possible in my last 20 feet of movement to get view of him?
No, that 20 feet will only put you to the same spot as Rylu, and that would cause you to end your turn in a friendly square and force you both to squeeze.
All right, what's the next best square then?
You have 10 feet of movement before you're behind Rylu.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and dash then.
Backyard.
And will dash get me within the cathedral?
Okay. How many feet of movement is that?
So I moved 10 so far, so that would be another 50.
Another 50 will get you just to the side of Rowok. And as you go into the
Can I go further back and one over to go further around the corner?
This way or this way?
One more to the right. Yes.
All right. So 1 second while I give you the layout of the room, since you actually can see it and you're not blinded. An underground cathedral opens before you. At one end, a sculpted balcony perched atop 5 rearing stone serpents. Blood dribbles from the serpent's jaws and falls into a semicircular basin. From there, it flows along a sloped trough into a wide bowl set into the floor. Beyond that, you do not see Rosna Sea, but you see small remnants of a spell similar to Misty Step in an alcove at the back edge of that pedestal.
So I would recognize it as probably Misty Step.
You recognize it as similar to Misty Step. It does not look exactly the same.
I don't know if it has a res.
All right.
No, don't check.
Guys, he zipped out. Be careful on your toes.
I think so. I think you have.
And then, does my ally in the room look harmed, like significantly injured?
All right, Baku.
Baku, my giant owl first, is going to swoop down and pick up Zarok with his talons.
Athletics or acrobatics?
For the giant owl.
Yep. Make sure he doesn't claw him instead of picking him up ever so gingerly.
1 sec.
Roll and we'll see the modifier first.
+1 modifier.
And unoccupied space that you can see.
15.
15 will be able to sweep down and pick up Zarok.
All right.
Zarok, you feel the eagle clutch the backside of your collar.
How far down is it? 50 feet?
50 feet.
So I have 10 more feet, 10 feet up, and then using my action, or its action,
Mhm.
to dash upward. That puts me at 40 feet. 45. 50. And I can't necessarily, because they're all blocking it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to have to end there with Zarok in the owl's talons.
Okay.
That ends its turn. It goes to my turn. I'm going to drink a health potion, and that ends my turn.
Okay, sounds good. Sorry, I'm going to move this over this way because Gerald is hidden down here. He has maps all over the place. Bookers. And Gerald, what would you like to do? Is you are at the base of this alcove. And actually, at the start of your turn, you are going to see an odd bit of dust that shoots up from this northern passageway up here. It seems to open up into nothingness, but you see dust shoot up.
I have no idea what you're talking about because the visual failed.
About 25 feet in front of you, dust shoots up on the ground.
Where is he?
Dust shoots up on the ground.
Yeah, from the ground, yes.
This is right there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a lizard folk. Yeah.
Okay.
Dust shoots up from right about here.
How far away from? Yeah, you said I'm 25 feet away from it.
25 feet away.
Fuck it, I dash. Move back into the cathedral with everyone else.
Okay, you dash and move back down the cathedral. That puts you right behind Rylu.
Snake follows me into the cathedral.
Okay. Snake will move forward, slithering to the western side thing of the visual. As you look inward, I can actually connect these now. And as you look inward, you see the snake writhing forward. You see the tall pedestal and everything else in the cathedral. Anything else?
That's it from me.
Okay, Zarok.
I'm still in the town midair, so there's nothing I can do. My turn's gone.
Do you have any health potions?
No, I got nothing left.
He's
Fuck.
Roak.
Just riding it out.
I'll only get home at 5:30.
Okay.
So
No.
I need you to take care of the dogs.
Well then.
Do I have a save against this at the end of my turn, at the beginning of my turn? How's that work?
Oh, actually, at the start of your turn, the blindness fails because he is no longer concentrating on it. / spell is dissipated.
Okay, so I can see again.
Yes. you
For
can
what
see.
limited vision I do have.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, this entire room is lit full of torches.
Oh!
It is a beautiful sight.
Oh, beautiful.
Think
scene.
Italian cathedral, just a lot more blood and more Gothic Renaissance.
Hey, Mambo. All right.
Mambo Italiano.
Wow. He had to teleport somewhere within sight.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, can I make an attack roll against someone I can't see at disadvantage? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Everything's lit. Can I see anything around me? Any kind
You
of
can see a lot of things. You see a double set of doors to the northeastern side, an open passageway. It's 5 foot wide to the southeastern side. You see a gong set into a 15-foot high wall set on the western side, along with a 10-foot wide opening that leads farther west.
I was kind of hoping he was just hiding right here since it's 10 feet down, but clearly that's not the case.
I have a feigning sense of deja vu as I ready my action to attack anything that comes near me. And then my turn.
Rylu!
Oh my god. We gotta go down that tunnel. This one right over here. The gong's right here.
Rylu?
He went over here to the tunnel. Connect over here. And we're able to get through it like that.
Oh, shit. My phone died.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Did we full fail?
I don't know. Let's see.
Hello?
I hear you.
Okay. I had to go take care of something. All right, so
Oh, there they are.
yeah, I had to go take care of something. My apologies.
No, it's all good. My phone crapped out on me.
Oh, very well. Luck of the timing then. All right, I will go in blind and I will move myself so that I am inside of the cathedral looking thing. I will move myself to where I am within 90 feet of him.
90 feet of who?
Roz.
You do not see Roz as you enter the cathedral, moving 15 feet.
Do I see anything in there?
You see a massive cathedral. It looks like a satanic worshiper's wet dream. Serpent heads, a lot of blood, chaos, that kind of good stuff.
And he is playing cat and mouse with us, it seems.
Yeah, no, he has the best action I have ever found, and I'm kind of utilizing the shit out of it.
Well, I will ready my action so that the very next time that he comes into a blip of existence, I will use Eldritch Blast against him.
All right. So as you do that, you begin to hear a loud roar. It sounds very familiar. The ground begins to shake. Everything trembles as you recognize this as the roar of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
God.
What the
Damn it. Here we go.
Artis and Dragonbait move forward. You once again smell sulfur. Dragonbait goes to the eastern way. Artis goes to the north, standing to the entrance of the cathedral, readying himself with some sort of spell, ring in hand.
This is not good.
Jack, what would you like to do? A full, fucking long time in. Yeah, I know. For fuck's sake, albino dwarf.
No one signed on for this.
I follow everyone, but I do not go ahead of everyone. Ready a sacred flame for the T-Rex.
I got a ready to action to attack anything that comes near me.
You move up. You're able to get just behind Artis.
Stay in the hallways.
Oswin.
Oh man. I would like to move myself over into the cathedral.
Okay.
And then I would like to ready a sorry. I like to ready a vicious mockery for any hostile creature that comes within sight.
Okay. That will take us to Baku.
All right. We are right here. While clutching Zrock and while I'm mounted on top of it, we are going to try and squeeze through the hallways.
Okay.
So how does that work
movement.
mechanically? So 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, dash, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100, 120, 100. Oh, that's it. 120. Boom. And then while we are in the hallway, it is going to drop Zrock. So Zrock drops right there, and I am still mounted on it as we enter the chamber. My turn. I am going to.
Do I have lightning bolt?
Oh, fuck it. I can't get on top of there. All 3 points for my sword to my AC. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, dodge action. That's it.
As Baku ends his turn, Joel Raw, what would you like to do?
Move quick through that shit.
You got the
Even with
wall.
half movement.
Right?
Jesus. Fuck yeah.
You're still muted, Joel Raw. You're pretty, but you're muted.
Yeah, I try. Are there any hostiles within view?
There are no hostiles within view.
Then I got nothing. Gerald's drinking a potion. Snake's standing by me.
Is that one of my potions?
Yes.
Okay.
Zrock.
I always hear Surrock at first.
I am just gonna sit put and have my javelin ready for throwing at enemies.
All right, Roak, what would you like to do? As we are fucking a long time into combat.
Can I see? I mean, can I hear basically the general direction of this roar?
Yes, it's coming from the west.
All right, now the passageway. Is it a 3 square, 4 square, 2 square? What do we got?
The ramp goes off this direction.
So you can squeeze through that.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm gonna ready an action to throw 2 rocks at the first gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex-like creature I see within range.
Okay, sounds good. Rylu, what would you like to do? A minute and 24 seconds into combat.
I think that everyone is currently moving towards that little alcove portion. I'm going to back up, not in a straight line, but back up to the wall and keep my action ready for the first hostile thing that I see.
Which way?
You were right the first time.
Okay.
Right there. And I'll just ready my action for the first thing that I see come through that's hostile.
All right. Well, go ahead and give me your ready to action as you see Yuan-Ti start to burst in.
Here we go.
I take my 2 attacks.
Yep. No, because you're looking for a gigantic creature on that direction. That is not where this is coming from.
Different direction. Gotcha.
A 19 and a 23.
Both hit.
That will be a 9 and a 6.
All right, 9 and 6 as you hit the first 2 of 4 Yuan-Ti Malisons, all wielding longbows.
Jason,
I wish to push back 10 feet each if they are size appropriate.
They are size appropriate, and 2 go shooting back into the corner. Ugh, longbows get dropped almost as they're able to still hold on to them. Anything else?
As that was my reaction, or my readied action, I will use my bonus action as Shillelagh. That'll be it.
All right, sounds
I
good.
managed to actually unmute my mic for this.
Oh, God. So we are going to have 4 attacks at
Just aim them at me.
Oswin will get 4 attacks, and Riley will get 4 attacks. As they will
Wait,
get
from what?
2 longbow shots apiece.
So that my vicious mockery held action should go off, correct?
Wasn't that for the T-Rex?
No, that's for any hostile creature.
The hostile creature, yes, that will go off.
All right, so I need a wisdom saving throw.
And for one of the creatures that got shot back into the wall, he's like, ha ha, you don't even know how to stand right. How much damage?
If they failed, it'd be 5 damage.
All right, he seems to hit his head rather hard. He's forgetting a few things.
And disadvantage on their first attack.
Okay, disadvantage on first attack. We'll roll that first then. As that one will miss.
And if it's against me, it's disadvantage on all attacks until they hit. Because I have my cloak of displacement.
All right, and what's your AC?
15.
Second one will make contact.
Damn it.
As I need to double check whether or not you get to make a con save against this poison.
Oh boy, it might be on contact. I think.
What?
Was there any?
You do not get a con save.
As a just effect, this happens.
It is just an effect as the poison arrow shoots into you. You are going to take 5 points piercing damage and 9 points poison.
Oh boy.
All right.
Then we have four shots that are going into Rylu. At Rylu. 2 of which will make contact.
That's a crit. That is a crit.
The first one will do 6 points of piercing damage and 10 points of poison. The second will do 8 points piercing and 16 points poison. And these creatures come wildly flinging bows.
And you will see Rylu go down.
And you see Rylu fall to the ground with arrows sticking into him like Ace Ventura. Iquinsuocha from nature. Well, nature calls. He's screaming between shots that go into his thighs. You are also going to see a snake-like creature that comes on that top pilaster, or that pillar. You see it appear from the back side. It seems to use a spell very similar to Misty Step.
Is it within sight?
It is within sight, yes.
It's the serpent lady.
I would like to go ahead and counterspell.
Go for it.
As you try and cast counterspell, you expend the spell slot, and it is negated, as this does not seem to be an inherent spell.
All right.
With that,
Boy.
oh, you hear a loud roar from the T-Rex as it appears to be growing closer. Jack, what would you like to do?
Run into combat like I'm.
No, that's Dean. Well, while he's typing it out, once more, Oswin, what would you like to do?
Okay, so how far away are these archers?
The archers are currently 10, 20, 30, 40 feet away from the closest ones.
Okay, so I'm having a hard time seeing the map from this current angle. So we have, who's up on the very tall pillar?
A snake-like creature.
So there's how many enemies in the room currently?
There are 5 enemies in the room currently.
If I was to cast a fireball, how many would it be able to hit?
It'd be able to. Depends on who you would center it on.
What's the most I could hit with a fireball?
It's raised.
4.
4 of them?
You could hit 4 at once if you cast that.
I'm going to cast a fireball. Is it an extra 2d6 per additional level?
1d6.
Only 1d6 per additional level? Okay. I will cast a fireball, then it only has a 3rd level spell to get those.
Only one will pass.
All right. Nice fireball.
Lining up another incense.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Oh, what a fucking battle.
27 points of fire damage.
Oh, yeah.
They seem quite set ablaze by this. But still, quite hardy.
All right. And then I can't do that because that's an extra spell. That is all I would like to do for this turn.
Okay. Do you have a PHP?
PHP? I don't know. This one's mine.
All right. Oh, no. It's already open right here. Nice spell. Baku, what would you like to do?
Okay, so it's time to have some fun. Birdie or Owl. Let me set this up. All right. So Owl is going to go in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Adding incline, how much would I lose?
10 feet.
Okay. So I would pretty much make it to him.
Mm-hmm. And as you make it to him, you realize it's a her.
Her. I guess that would probably be an action to grapple, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, the Owl's gonna grapple him. Try to. He's gonna freaking go in and just and try and pick him up with his talons.
Tested.
Come on.
Her.
10, you were able to grapple and restrain the Yuan-Ti.
Oh, yeah. It's time to get fucked. And that's the turn for it. Now it's my turn. First attack. That's going to hit. 5 magical slashing.
You hear this voice crowd. It seems much more shrill and high-pitched than that of Rosna C.
Second attack.
Okay.
That was 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18.
18 will hit.
Oh, whoops. 9 points magical slashing damage.
All right. Creature still seems quite hardy.
Hello.
Jill Rawl, what would you like to do?
Yeah, that's it.
Jorol is going to throw a produce flame at the same one Baku attacked with a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
5 damage. Fire, whatever that's worth.
Okay.
Be able to throw rocks.
How far away is it?
I'll be able to claim more.
From you.
I'll take a -5.
Where the fuck is your roll? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 feet away.
Ignore all of that. That was more than 30 feet.
Yeesh. Sorry.
Yep. So my produce flame is gone. I'm in the dark. My snake just stands by my side.
Okay. With that takes us to Zorak.
I am going to move up as close as I can and hurl a javelin at the nearest Yuan-Ti bowman.
Okay. Straight roll.
All right.
Would you like a beer?
While he rolls that, did you happen to catch hit the radiant damage cast by our cleric?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay.
Also, does Bless improve spell damage?
Rolled a 19.
I got to fail. Let me go ahead and take that damage as he casts a Sacred Flame. Creature's still alive, but it's looking quite a lot more hurt after taking Sacred Flame. But Zarok, what else are you doing?
That was just throwing the javelin with a roll of 19. So that hit.
Contact with the Yuan-Ti, damage.
Damage.
Come on. Let's do it.
7.
7 points of damage. Hurts one of those closer Yuan-Ti. He's looking quite winded, but still looking strong.
I can throw.
What else?
Closest.
That ends my turn.
About a minute and 30 seconds into combat. Roak, what would you like to do?
You told me the cries of this Rex have gotten louder. Do I have any visual anything at all?
No visual yet.
Okay. I'm gonna move back here behind, right here where the snake is.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and chuck 2 rocks at here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Ooh, yeah, I'll go ahead and chuck a rock at him right now. That's going to be a 13 to hit.
Damage?
Damage is going to be a 7.
All right, still alive but hurting.
All right, second rock. It's going to be, it's going to be a 14 to hit.
Hits.
Really? Okay, 7.
Creature still stands, though, because they have hardy health.
Fuck yeah, rocks.
I picked up my rucksack before the guy fell.
As you just see, as a Roak shedding another tear over his second fallen slave boy. Rylu.
This place is full of them. I'm going to get one before we leave.
I'm going to make a beautiful death save right now. Let us see how that turns out. That's a 4.
And Rylu will take a failed death save. Give me way to leave you hanging. Strength saving throw, Baku and your owl.
Is this a magical effect?
Yes, it is.
All right, Baku first. 16 plus modifier. I'm sure that's going to pass.
Okay, half damage.
Owl. Yeah, half damage for him. He's going to get a 20 soft.
Both of y'all are going to take 3 points of necrotic damage. Already halved as you see these odd tentacles. It's like that hentai from earlier at the start of the combat, but much, much darker. As you see arms of Hadar come shooting out from the comrade or from the Yuan-Ti on top. With that, we're going to have 4 shots at Oswin, 4 shots at Zarok.
These are bow shots, correct?
Yes, they are. So disadvantage for Cloak of Displacement until they make contact with... Yep. So we'll go with Zarok first, so I don't have to roll disadvantage for the starts. Ew! Looks like 2, 3 of them are going to make contact with Zarok. First one is going to deal 11 points piercing, 12 points
already down.
And after that first arrow lays into you, you take 2 more arrow shots that give you 2 failed death saving throws. And the line went silent. For Oswin, disadvantaged attack rolls. An AC 15, the first one will miss.
Thank goodness.
Second one will miss critically. Third one will miss near critically. And fourth one will not come close to being able to hit. These slowly start moving forward. Longbows drawn in hand, quite antagonizing. You hear more sounds of hissing coming from back that direction. Jack, what would you like to do? Spare the dying on Rylu. Rylu, you are stabilized.
Oh shit!
Fuck. Zarok's still.
Mhm.
Really did spare the dying on that one.
No, Zarok is the one that's dying right now.
Yeah, never
Oswin,
mind.
what would you like to do?
Bonus action healing word on Zarok.
Come on, Zarok is healing worded.
Thank God.
For 6 healing.
Yay.
And then I would like to viciously mock the nearest bowman.
Ooh, okay.
That one, I'm guessing.
He's also the one that took rock damage.
All right.
Nope.
Nailed it.
All right, that'd be 7 psychic damage. As I tell him that his mom is indeed a noun.
I'm gonna come at it with the great sword because there's gonna be knocked prone.
And that 7 psychic damage will leave him heavily bloodied and bruised, but still alive.
All right, that's all I will do for my turn.
All right, that takes us to Baku.
Fuck yeah, you are fucking done, bitch. All right, still have her in my talons. Moving back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 right here. Hold action after the one mounting me. I'm talking in terms of the owl. After the one mounting me strikes twice, I'm going to release whatever is in my talons.
Okay.
Time to die, bitch. All right. So first attack. Nat 20. Oh, yes. I am going to fucking have pleasure in this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of magical slashing damage for the first one. Oh, so close.
If you were a champion.
7, 8, 9, 10 magical slashing for that one. That is 2 hits. Going down.
Looking winded.
How far up is the ceiling?
The ceiling is 60 feet tall from where
So
you're
we'll
currently
say-
standing.
We'll say 60 feet from where. Okay, so
From 60 feet from like the top point, you have about 30-foot drop from where you're standing.
okay. 3d6. And do you want me to? You got it? Sweet. Hell
oh,
yeah.
no, I don't like that.
Thanks. You rolled it. You rolled it.
14 points of damage.
As he boom splat on the ground. Suck it.
Fails dex save, falls prone.
Hell yes.
Edge of the pool.
And that is it for our turn.
All right, with that, Joe Roll.
All right, Al. You ready for this?
Cutting the lines on it.
Hell yeah, that was a good one.
You ready, Al?
Yeah, gotcha. What's up?
I get advantage on attacks against it. I'm taking a -5.
9 berserkers show up.
Fuck! Thank you, Draw.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's that time. Fucking let's play. You want me to bring out my d6, by the way, so you can use them?
I've got these 6 over
9
here.
berserkers? What?
9 berserkers show up near the cluster of whatever the fuck is over to the northeast there.
Towards the cluster.
Just let me know what you want from me. Within as far away from me within 60 feet.
Well,
what do you want from me?
I need. How many attacks do they get a piece?
They each get 1, but they're at advantage.
I need 5 attacks at advantage.
Alrighty. I will load them into the whatcha-dingle.
Yes, thank you very much for that. As you see an immense amount of barbarians, of these immense creatures of Valhalla's blessing shining upon you. Zarok, what would you like to do, freshly awakened?
I'm gonna go ahead and charge at the nearest one I threw a spear into.
You are not able to get within 15 feet of them because of the berserkers. You can throw a javelin there.
All right, I'm throwing a javelin.
Okay.
And rolling. 5.
5 will not make contact. It seems to bombard off the edges. Roak, what would you like to do?
I'm going to use 15 of my movement to get down here
next to this prone snake.
Fuck yeah.
I have advantage on attacks because it's prone. I'm taking a -5 on these attacks with my greatsword. That's going to be. Oh, I'm glad I took that. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
Hits, because god damn it, I don't have shield.
All right. So that's going to deal. Re-roll those bad boys.
Hell yeah.
That's going to be 24 damage on the first attack.
Fuck yes.
And your first attack smashes this Yuan-Ti's head on the ground.
Hell yeah.
Completely killing it.
Completely. Okay. So, gonna go ahead. See here. That's 20, 25. Am I able to attack up?
Not with the 10-foot drop, no.
Okay. Well, bonus action. I still killed something this round. I get another attack. I'm throwing a rock at him. I'm throwing a rock at the guy I previously thrown rocks at.
I heard you took one to the face.
That
And
is
after him, my giant constrictor gets to go.
Oh, yeah, make sure Jack Constrictor is put into the text. I hate you for this damage.
that's 8 damage to him, by the way.
And you, in a combination of the Berserker, slice through this creature,
Right in the
adding him
face.
to the pile of the dead.
Now just my regular attack. I'm going to go ahead and make that second one with another rock at the closest dingle butt. Let's see here. That's definitely going to hit, and that's 8 damage.
In the head.
Okay, one of them is still alive after the Berserkers have surrounded it, and Roak has been throwing hella rocks.
Al,
Yeah?
Doubt the power of a rock.
my giant constrictor's going after. Is the one that got dropped by the owl? Is it still alive?
No,
hell no.
Roak smashed its head in.
Oh, well then,
I
my
took
giant
a-
constrictor. Can my giant constrictor move within 30 feet? Can it get to someone?
No, it cannot. Only the
But you can
ass of
protect-
Roak once more.
You can protect
Then
that
that's
whole...
it. It moved 30 feet towards the closest living thing.
Okay.
All right. Well, put that whole way, I guess.
With that, I'll take us to Rylu.
Then I'm back.
I am currently just there as I am brought to stabilization, but I have yet to be up.
Oh, yeah, so D4. Oh,
I love my
God, what
damage.
the fuck?
Three.
So for 3 hours, you're going to be knocked out. Oh, shills.
Bruh.
The one Yuan-Ti that's left is going to drop his bow and try and swing twice.
Wow.
Hitting the Berserker that is in front of him. Dealing 9 points of damage and 4 points of damage to one of the Berserkers. As you are going to see a familiar Yuan-Ti appear on the 40-foot high platform above you.
Shit.
He seems to come out of the alcove from that similar Misty Step position that you have discerned from before. I'm going to need dex saving throws from Zorak.
Counterspell.
Fuck yeah.
At what level?
4th level.
Give me a roll, because Raznasi is counterspelling your counterspell for his reaction.
You piece of shit.
But I don't have a high enough one to counterspell it outright, so I need one on the table.
What do I add to it?
Your Arcana.
My Arcana. Ooh.
Yeah,
That's good news. Hold on a second. Let's see what my Arcana is.
Get him. Get him.
Will a 19 suffice?
No, not. Oh, yes.
Holy shit! Oh,
Damn it.
I'm sorry, I was so close on the upcast. I didn't know if we were going to break that DC. I need dex saves from Jack. From
Wait, what? It went
from-
through?
It went through. The DC was 20 for that one.
Oh
It was-
my god.
It was still upcast,
I
but it was
will use my awesome inspiration.
You cannot use inspiration after the fact. It has to be declared before the roll.
Yeah.
Very well. All right.
I tried, guys. I tried.
Oh, I was so worried with your Arcana, you bard. But I need those dex saves.
Well, it was a +3. It was a natural 16.
Again, who were the deck saves for?
The dex saves are for Zarok, Oswin, Jilral, Artis, and Jack. And Riley will also take one failed death save as he re-triggers as he is within the 20-foot radius of Fireball.
With it, I know that for the stabilization, it just stabilizes me, but it does not require death saves. So.
But you are at 0 hit points whenever you stabilize. After you take damage from this fireball, which you can't save from since you're incapacitated, it re-triggers your saves by giving you 1 failure.
Okay, I understand.
That's a 13 dex save. That's kind of close.
13 dex save will fail. Zarok, you will fail. Jason, you will pass.
16.
16 will pass. 10, 20,
He dropped his 2s and 1s. So
31 points of fire damage on a failure, 15 on a success.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And as you see this occur, everyone sees this. Rosnesi cries out, "You will regret the day you met the fangs of Rosnesi." As he bonus actions activates his flame tongue, exuding very similar to Darth Vader. And then he backs up into the alcove that he appeared from and disappears.
fuck.
What a douche.
Jack, what would you like to do? Zarok, you are down. You are not dead from the attack. And the albino dwarf is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself and use his last slot. That will take us to Oswin. What would you like to do in retaliation?
How much healing is a greater healing potion?
3d4 plus 2?
Should be 44.
44 plus 2. 44 plus 4.
44 plus 4. All right, I would like to drink a greater healing potion and then cast a healing word on my fallen comrade. So for the healing word, it's 7 healing.
Okay.
So you're back up now. Wait, do I have 2 allies dead or down? Not dead.
So are you breaking up? What?
Who's down right now?
Zarok is down.
Just Zarok.
Rylu.
And Rylu.
Who was looking in a worse condition in terms of saving? Rylu. All right, so it's 7 healing for Rylu.
Okay.
And then I will take that greater healing potion.
Sounds good. Baku, what would you like to do?
That's 13 heal.
Okay. Sorry, calculating.
Mm-hmm.
My mount and I are going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And my mount is going to ready action grab anyone who comes through that portal. I am going to finish his turn. I am going to ready action swing anyone that comes through that portal.
All right, sounds good. Jill Roll.
Swing after. Do? My mount grabs him.
Where's my snake?
Yeah, fuck it.
Your snake is right here.
Can it make it up to where Baku is?
How much movement?
No.
30 feet?
He's able to get within 15 feet of Baku.
But pedestal is 40 feet up.
That's his movement and his action.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. In that case, Joral is going to cast Fog Cloud on that area.
Okay, Fog Cloud centered on Baku and the eagle and the large constrictor snake.
Yes.
Anything else?
The constrictor snake is going to dash and get within 5 feet of that little teleport pad.
Okay.
Where everything is coming from.
Zarok.
Don't forget your berserkers.
Oh, is there anything else alive?
There is one left alive. I'm assuming the one round of your berserkers ripping this Yuan-Ti apart wouldn't take much.
Well, with reckless attack, I imagine not.
Yeah, no,
I'm
not
just gonna
so
have to
much.
Take a disadvantage on attack rolls. That's just.
Any of them that still can are also going to move into that fog cloud.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, but he's got.
As they rip apart this guy.
Nom 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 nom.
They'll take us to Zrock.
I'm still down.
Oh,
So
then
death
do
saving
roll
throw.
a bonus action healing word on Zarok.
There you go. Zrock. Stabilize. D4.
8 hit points.
Oh, 8 hit points. Zrock, you are up. At least tell me what you'd like to do for your turn.
Wait, I can actually move?
Drink a potion, for God's sake.
I don't have any.
You drank them all. You can see them on his cuff.
My eyes are dilated. I'm charging it. Move as fast as I can with the berserkers.
Okay. Do you go charging with the berserkers, getting into the mosh pit? Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Well, that round of combat is going to end us for tonight, gentlemen.
Fuck.
As we have currently finished in the doorway. If y'all would like to continue for another 45 minutes to an hour, I can. I just have to go pee and take a break. But I know some of y'all have other commitments. I am more than welcome or more than accustomed to continuing to run this. I just need to know from the party what y'all would like to do, because I don't want to continue if we're going to have people continually drop out.
If we postpone, will we have to reroll initiative, or can we continue with our initiatives as is?
Actually, that's why I'm stopping it right here, is because as this stands, this would cause us to reroll initiative because there are no other enemy NPCs in the room.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to throw this out there. I'm out for the night, guys. I got to be up early.
I have to be out as well, guys.
Cool.
So.
All right. Well, I guess that is our decision for the night, gentlemen.
Yeah.
As we have adventured for a good almost 3.5 hours, we have made it several rooms into Rosnasi's lair. You have killed one of his high priestesses, Fenthaza. You've killed several Yuan-Ti, and you have made it through the bowels of the beast without perishing.
And you found a slave boy.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Do we get any experience?
We lost to Morty.
Yeah, can we calculate?
I will calculate experience. You will not be able to get it until you take a long rest. Anything that you would like to award versus DM points, you can allot between sessions. Besides that, you will not be able to get the experience for this combat until we take a long rest.
So I have a question towards potions and everything else. Is it still feasible to purchase potions between games?
Yes. You can purchase anything you want within the player's handbook, the initiative or the general source set between sessions.
And then just alert of purchases prior to the game playing.
Yeah, I grabbed.
So let you know what we buy as we go into the next session.
Yeah, I burned 14 health potions.
I'd also like to know I picked up my javelins.
Because
I'll pick up my rocks.
Yeah, that really took a toll on my spell slots.
All right. Well, guys, it was great playing. I'm sorry I have to leave, but y'all take it easy.
No worries.
No worries at all.
Dean seemed kind of on edge almost tonight.
Well, it's definitely a stressful encounter. Hello?
What?
I think I went down like 7 times since we walked into this place.
Would have. I mean, I guess there were 18, but we could have fucking just tried to fucking hightail and run as fast as we could out of there.
How long do those berserkers last?
That's a good question. Anyone know? I would guess a solid amount of time.
Yeah, I'd assume like an hour to, I don't know, just depending on like a concentration or something. Is it like a spell? Is it an ability?
What?
The summoning of these 9 berserkers.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, look at the supernatural abilities blessing.
Oh.
Thanks for joining us, lads. Was a pleasure.
Thank you.